because I feel like I might have been overplaying World of Horror. I am not sure. So I'm playing this instead. Mostly because I couldn't decide. I have other games I could theoretically play too, but this one seems simple. Yeah. I'm not going to play one of my really far characters. Oh, create it here. No! Not Poulsen, it's Paulson. There. You know that. I'm not gonna go permit that because permit. There's a lot of quote unquote cheap shots that could really, really knock you out. This. Bring on with it. Where's my character? Oh, is it doing the thing? I'll have to close the game and reopen it. Give me a moment. Come on, grim dork. You're not supposed to do the thing where the new character created doesn't appear. I do not approve. No. No, no, no. I drink my unsweetened black tea in frustration. There it is. I just realized Rupert Poulsen looks like a Rupert Poison. Banana. Uh-oh. Okay, no. I was just checking my laptop. It's one of those two-parters, as in you can remove the tablet section or whatever from the actual laptop. But it's not a tablet PC. It doesn't have tablet windows. It has regular windows on it. Anyway, today it was connected to its dock. I think it was still getting power, but it had to be manually connected to the internet because it wouldn't access its access point unless I told it to. It wasn't able to read the mouse. It wasn't able to read pretty much anything on the dock, not on the actual tablet itself. So I had to restart it. I had to actually undock it and then redock it. And it took it a second, but it finally worked. Sometimes Windows on my desktop, it'll start off just fine, but for some reason, it won't be reading my keyboard. And it's never done that before, so it's kind of odd. I wonder if Windows has some new hiccups that they're trying to fix. Whoa, we didn't get the, why didn't we get the cutscene? No. Why didn't we get the cutscene? Player more and L bars. Oh, that might be important. We should, yeah. Grab multipliers. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Now. Where's the intro video? No, there's supposed to be an intro video. What's going on? Am I just forgetting it? Like when it appears, I swear it was supposed to start right there. Interface. Keyboard. Keyboard doesn't matter. App a device. Man. That's networking. Was there an option for... let's see. No. Oh no, everyone knows this now. I'm gonna have to change the password. Wait. Is it hosting multiplayer? Well, let's run single player. That may have been. No. Oh. Could that have been the cause? I know it probably won't play it now because it's been, it started. That's super annoying. Alright, hang on. Let's see if we can fix this. Let me do the thing. Booter, do the thing! Ah! Is that the thing? I don't know why it does this. It used to not, but now it does. I guess it's how it updates the list or whatever. You have to actually reopen the game, otherwise it doesn't read that the list has been changed. Because when someone's been deleted, it'll refresh the list and remove the instance. However, when something is added, it doesn't refresh and update the list or add it to it, which I thought was really strange. I think we still got the same rando weapon. So when you make a new character, you can get a dagger, you can get a club, or various other starting items. They're usually about the same, and then will be replaced almost immediately. But I like the club because it hits hard. So it's a single player. Let's see if it actually does it now. There we go.
We paid a heavy price, but the trap worked.
You seem surprised.
It's been a while since we've had a win. How long will it hold?
I've never entrapped a being like this, but the bonds hold, for now.
How do we dispose of it?
I'm just a witch. You're the soldier.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
How do you kill a spirit, though?
If you kill the mortal vessel while it's bound, the spirit may perish within. If it escapes...
It's listening to us.
What are you?
Others of your kind name us ethereal.
Why have you invaded our world?
Your world. We existed first, but were managed by your corrupt gods. Your part opened the way, and now we return to reclaim what by right should be ours.
I've heard enough of this rubbish. Let's hang it.
It's kind of weird hearing someone without an English accent say rubbish.
Destroy this vessel, and I will find another. I have tasted its desires and emotions. Your kind is weak. You have already lost this war.
Do it.
Captain!
Cut him down.
What? Are you mad? Better safe than sorry.
The spirit has fled!
This is a human now.
We got guns!
The captain is correct. When they awaken, they won't remember a thing.
The ethereal was right. The war is lost. We're a resistance now, and we need every human survivor we can call to our cause. Maybe this one here can still die with some honor. If they ever wake up, send them to me. If they don't, bury him deep with the others.
Admittedly, that Jarvis guy does not have a very good voice actor. But this is an indie game, and his voice acting is nowhere near as bad as it was in, was it Alpha Protocol? What was it? Alpha Prime, maybe? It's either Alpha Prime or Alpha Protocol. I think Alpha Protocol is a really popular good one, and Alpha Prime is sort of like a Doomy, Half-Life, I don't know, sort of hybrid with the worst voice acting I've heard since maybe Master Togo in Guild Wars, if anyone's ever picked up on that. We're talking, fear not, child, I am Master Togo. Like, just horrendous voice acting. Y'all, in that cutscene, you also get to see a soldier impaled through plate armor with just, you know, a stick, like maybe a branch that you'd rip off a tree. Just right through the metal armor like it doesn't exist. And, you know, flesh and bone and stuff. That would also probably break some wood. Anyway. We are now in the key world, and we have a symbol that we're on. It all looks very cool and salt. However, rain would mess up the salt pretty fast. Anyway, this is a indie game made by Crate Entertainment. I could be wrong, but I used to know this. I believe that Crate was put together from people who previously worked on Diablo 2 and maybe Titan Quest. So, like, these two groups of people went together and made this. So it has elements of Diablo and Titan Quest, or maybe it's inspired by both of them. Now, Titan Quest used to be kind of a boring game, and Diablo was excellent, and this kind of actually rides a line of excellent. There's some BS in here that is solid evidence of try again, and if I play this regularly on streams, you will get to see it. But all in all, actually I really like this game, and so I figured I would kind of play this instead of World of War because I've been playing it a lot. And yeah, I may just occasionally shuffle the games I play this day. Who knows, maybe next week I'll play some Secret of Mana or something. Don't know. I guess it depends, because there are games for streams and games for Let's Plays, and it's always hard to make that distinction. At least for me it is, because, well, I'm kind of thick. Anyway, we'll get this out of the way. Inventory. We have slots for shoulder items, wristy handy items, boots, pants, coats, belts, runes, medals, weapons, 2 rings, a helmet, and a necklace. Bag full of salt, seemingly to ward off evil spirits. Well, it kind of does, because you take less damage from materials. We have attribute panels, and be ready for a can of worms, those other 2. Tells you all of what they do, which is very, very nice, by the way. This is kind of number go up overhead, like when you see the stat building you can do in this game, your head may kind of it's me trying to mime it spin around because you're confused. Only once, not multiple times. Damage index, it tells you your attacks per second, attack speed, experience gain, that's different. I guess this isn't just for attacks. Boo 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 boo, do 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 do, diddly do, woo. And also our defense stuff. Very, very similar. Ooh, lots of things. Also tells you your greatest monster kill. Very useful. What else can we do? We got a codex that's currently empty. It's our character window. We got factions. Tells us about them. Ethereals. Foolish and greedily did the arcanists of Cairn delve into the magical veil known as the Aether. However, Either never once suspecting something was looking back. The Ethereals descended upon Cairn in what is now known as the Grim Dawn, possessing countless humans and butchering the rest. Now, most despicably of all, they've begun raising the fallen as mutated undead creatures, mindless foot soldiers for their invasion. Their very presence in Cairn is enough to mutate the wildlife, turning docile creatures into vicious monstrosities. The most strange of all is their apparent hatred for the... I don't know how to pronounce that. The Chthonians, as they will battle against the horrors from the void at every opportunity. This is true. There is, I wanted to say monster infighting, but that's not true. Technically, yes, but two opposing factions will fight each other in this. The Chthonians, horrors from the void, are things of nightmares. Prior to the Grim Dawn, they would only be seen upon Cairn following an arcane ritual gone wrong, or at the beckoning of a powerful sorcerer. Despite an effort to exterminate the practice, a cult is formed around blood rituals and the worship of Chthonian or chthonic beings. Members of the cult have been overheard chanting one name in particular, Chthon. With the world in disarray, the cult has grown strong, garnering new followers desperate for answers in a world that no longer makes sense. Chthonians and their loyal cult members appear to be at odds with the Ethereals, eagerly harvesting helpless humans for blood so that the Ethereals cannot use them as vessels. So, reference to Cthulhu. Think Cthulhuan demons. Ethereals? Well, we'll figure it out really, really quickly. Because if I would have said something, it would have basically spoiled a bunch of stuff. But it's fine. It's fine. You'll see in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Let's see here. Headquarters, Devil's Crossing. That's where we are. Survivors. That is a word often used to describe the many hardy denizens of Devil's Crossing. The men and women who made it through the Grim Dawn to form a small community within the ruins of an abandoned prison. They have seen all too many friends and family lost to the Taken. Those found possessed by Ethereals. Earning their trust will prove no easy task. But with supplies running low, a looming ethereal threat on the horizon, you may just be willing to take a chance. There are more factions than this. Factions also have various things that happen in tiers. This can go up, those can go down. So, you can become friendly, respected, honored. You can see that too. You can just pause it if you really want to see it, or watch on YouTube or something. For Chthonians, this is also the same as the Ethereals. Extra spawns, additional hero spawns, and then nemesis spawns. This will take forever to get to, so don't worry about it. Let's see here. Is there another thing that's where is it? Map window. Map window's cool because we also have this. Woohoo! Lot of places to go. Look at that. Achievements, not important. Options window, not important. Where's the other thing? That'll put up the clock, so you can see what time it is where I live. Woohoo! Crap. What am I doing? Oh, I don't have that unlocked yet. Let's talk to this guy. Hangman Jarvis.
Still drawing breath, I see. You're one lucky bastard, I'll give you that. Best go speak to Captain Bourbon right away. He seems to have a plan for you now that we've spared your life.
Oh, I know exactly what this is. He can do a decent voice when he's talking even, but as soon as he has to raise it, he actually can't. So it sounds like he's stressing his voice when he's actually probably supposed to be shouting. I noticed this in a lot of voice acting, when someone tries to raise their voice or whatever, you can hear that they're trying to be quiet, but they're trying to sound loud at the same time, like, I'm trying to sound really intense and scared. but it sort of sounds like play acting and like they don't want to be too loud for the neighbors. And that's the impression I'm getting. I could easily be wrong, but I always get that impression with a lot of things, and usually the voice acting quality is bad. His is actually okay. What happened? What happened? How did I get here?
You were possessed. So we strung you up. Seems the spirit fled your body before your life ran out. I'd have left you to hang, but the captain had other plans. He sees some purpose in you, and I'm not going to argue.
Were you really close to the microphone when we recorded that and they had to lower your voice? Where can I find this captain?
He's up the road, in the courtyard. Don't make me regret cutting you down.
That seems like a frivolous statement, but okay.
What are you standing around here for? If you're not gonna make yourself useful, we may as well get another noose ready. No sense in keeping around another mouth to feed.
You know, I just realized. So, they had to cut that noose, right? They could probably make another one off of that. Wait, where's the chair they were standing on? And the other part of the noose. How dare they forget that detail. Anyway, where are you gonna get more rope? I mean, I suppose you can make rope out of people's hair, but you're pretty bald, so you're not contributing. Unless you're contributing chest hair. That was gross. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, the only thing you're missing with my ugly mug up in the corner of the screen is a little dib on the side that says veteran, because that lets you know what difficulty you're on. This game does have New Game Plus, essentially, where you go through and the difficulty's different. Hello. Take 6 scrap and 3,000 iron bits to repair. But theoretically, you could just fix that and go on. But let's actually go do some things that are important. Oop. We do not have a class yet. That'll become important when we level up. I remember this in the beta didn't actually have an invisible wall. You could actually walk out there and there was nothing. I'm kind of disappointed it doesn't lead to another area. Maybe it will in an expansion. There are currently 2. I think 2. Is it 2? It should be 2. There are 2 expansions. Let's see here. Expansion number 1 is the Ashes of Malmoth. Expansion number 2 is the Forgotten Gods, I believe, which takes us to the Corvin Basin. I can actually check my little PC without alt-tabbing because I don't know what will happen if I do. I don't know how stable this game is. Other games I can alt-tab frequently. I don't know if I can trust this one. Oi. I'm waiting for my thing to check this. Okay. Boy, you're slow today, laptopity. Come on. Oh, it has the Crucible. But the 2 expansions that are like genuine, they're like Diablo-esque expansions, are the Forgotten Gods and Ashes of Malmoth. Ashes of Malmoth. We're talking, it's sort of like the Diablo expansions, where you get a new chapter, which has a fair amount of content in it, and you also get a new class that you can play as. So that's cool. Also, we can talk to this person.
So you're the one we almost
Barnabas.
hung. I didn't really see a
Almost.
sense in
They
it,
did.
but then again, no one really cares what old Barnabas thinks. You really should go speak with the captain. He'll be the one deciding whether there's a place for you here at Devil's Crossing.
Well, take care there, pal. No, they did hang him. Hung from the neck, but not until dead. That guy has a gun. Hello. Oh, look, it's a possessed one. Tell you what, I've got something that needs doing, and I'll pay to see it done. Not quite sure you got what it takes, but come back with some blood on your boots, and maybe I'll reconsider. Just try to make sure it's not your own blood. Alright, Dan. We have the salvage dealer, as in the shop. You can buy things from him. Probably don't want to right now, because we don't have any money. Lancel the Knight. Greetings, I am Lancel. I have traveled the world in search of one worthy of my collection. Someone's shooting. I didn't get to smack it, damn it. Anyway, so this guy gives you illusions and other random stuff like that. Oh, there's another one. There's more. Oh, they actually yell things. That's cool. Yoink. Alright. So this guy gives us random illusions and stuff like that. Kind of like, I could use a companion. This is a lonely world. It helps to have a friend. I'll take the sacred crate. This creature is a symbol of great fortune in many cultures. Treat it well. Sacred crate. Boop, 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 boop. It's a box in a bottle! Or a mason jar. And now we have a box. We have a friend. Anyway. Yes, because crate entertainment. Now we have a friend box that kind of, I don't know. It almost looks like it's like partially gelid. This guy does much the same thing. Care for a drink. It's like glowing in your pocket. With fine headwear. I'm tired of these illusions. That would give you a wisp that follows you around. But we'll have the box follows around because why not? This dude's a gatekeeper. His name is Rook. Sorry, I can't let you enter. You need to be cleared by the captain before I'll let you through. Oh, here's a really cool feature. Burwich Prison. Burwich County. Warden Albert Harvard? Something. Albert Brune? Or Arthur Brune? That is actually legible. In an isometric style game. I like it.
You're not looking too bad for someone just come back from the brink of death. You were taken, possessed by the same creatures that have been reanimating these zombies here. Normally I'd have burned you with the rest to be safe, but we've lost too many people to the dead. I need someone expendable, someone with nothing to lose but a lot to gain. Right now, you're that person. Prove your worth to me, and the survivors of Devil's Crossing may just welcome you.
What is it you want me to do?
The bodies of the dead are rising again in some horrible unlife. Corpses don't just get up and move around on their own.
Actually, they do.
Something is reanimating our deceased with ethereal energy. We have observed the dead for some time, and they appear to be flooding Lower Crossing from the burial hill, just beyond town. I want you to go to the burial hill, find whatever is controlling these abominations, and destroy it.
Where can I find the burial hill?
You will need to fight your way through Lower Crossing. Once you've crossed the stream on the far side of town, there will be a beaten path leading up to Burial Hill. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I'd be asking a lot of my people to welcome you with open arms, too. Help us in our hour of need, and I will open Devil's Crossing to you.
I'll find what's reanimating these corpses.
What is it now that...
Very well, but make it quick. The longer you linger, the more dead gather at Lower Crossing. What's the situation here? That ethereal really scrambled your memories. The world has turned into a nightmare, and there are many things far worse than walking corpses out there. This old prison now serves as the last human refuge in these parts. We'll get the occasional drifter passing through here with tales of other sanctuaries, but nothing I've been able to confirm. I don't think that there's much left of our kind beyond these walls, but ruthless bandits, savage cults, and greedy salvagers eager to make a profit in these desperate times. You want my advice? Make yourself useful here. The other option is left to die out there. What are ethereals? Also, theoretically, when the Grim Dawn happened, your character you could have been controlled for a very long time, or however. What are ethereals? That's a tough question. Nobody knows for sure. Most of what I know is from old reports circulated by the Resistance shortly after the Grim Dawn. It is said that the ethereals are not of this world. The Arcanists named them after the Aether, so they so cherish for their sorcery. Ethereals possess living creatures and corrupt flesh into whatever horrific shape they deem necessary. Suppose you can count your blessings, then you were not possessed long enough to experience this, as far as I can tell. I'm off to Burial Hill. Banana. Actually, I'm gonna risk it on top. I have to handle something really quickly. This is terrible, but I still have to. Cheese, bacon, and strawberry quick. Alright. Okay, it alt-tabbed nicely this time. Whoa! I thought I was gonna poop its pants. Ooh. Tonics and mending. They are your healing potions. Seals wounds and mends broken bones. Yes, please. Heals a percentage, plus a number, and plus 25% of your max health over time, I believe. So they're always useful the way that they're put together. A sacred creature bound to the physical realm. It's a sacred box! What's in the box? There we got zomboogers. We're gonna smack them with our stick thing. As you see, they can actually beat the snot out of us. Partially because we're on veteran. But it doesn't like a little bit of extra danger. Attack them, Boxy! Ah! So if we wait long enough, our constitution will deplete to regenerate our health. Oh, there's a lot of them! That's odd, they dropped an item. I didn't see it. Maybe I have my filter set. I believe in non-veteran they go down probably like 1 or 2 less hits. Veteran isn't too insane. Okay, so it dropped an item that wasn't really an item. It'll happen sometimes. You'll hear something drop, but nothing will be there. You can right-click items to immediately equip them. There you go. Starting weapons don't have that many requirements, so you can test out what you like before you essentially get a class, which I really like. Speaking of classes, we have the Soldier, Mr. Head Chop Off Man, the Demolitionist, Fire, and boom, the Occultist, magic and other stuff. It's just a great class in general. Nightblade, also head slash and spinny, choppy stuff. Actually, we can just do this. This will take forever, but whatever. We can do that. And you get to see that every class sort of has a tree that, well, not really a tree. I don't know how to describe it. A side-scrolling, side-scrolling tree, whatnot. That goes, well, out. You can put points into the mastery, which increases the base stats and allows you to pick additional skills. So you kind of got to divvy up your points between, do I want to enhance my class, or do I want better skills? Additionally, you can have a second class. Just like Titan Quest, you can mix them. And that is very cool. This is a very physical-based class. However, there are things you can do that can change it. Let's see here, where is it? Like with Cadence. Basically, every 3 hits, you hit harder. It works with any weapon. And if you don't want it to be as physical, you can have it become elemental instead. And it adds elemental and converts physical damage to elemental. Elemental is basically fire, ice, and lightning. So it does the equal parts of all 3 damage types. So if something's resistance to fire or whatever, it still takes like 2/3 damage. So it's kind of a nice thing to run. Obviously, it has more things to it that modify the way it functions, so it's not just the base ability like it would be in Diablo. No, you can alter it. These always alter the way the ability functions. Like this, you can fire a force wave if you use a two-handed weapon or a shield, I believe. Yeah. And you can make it... basically, it's a shotgun blast that stuns people. Like just a wave. And this will make it into just a rapid-fire one, but it doesn't stun. And you can make it do... Basically, we'd be here forever if I was pointing out everything. But long story short, the warrior can be tanky, and it deals physical damage and internal trauma. Demolitionist is kind of an odd class. It has booby traps, it has flashbangs that can stun or confuse. It has a default attack that you can just change right here for your left attack. Same thing with the cadence. You can have buffs. Particularly this buff doesn't affect just you. Oh my god, what was that? You scared the crap out of me. That was... Tatsuyatsu? Hello! Someone's falling. God damn. Anyway. This buff will affect you and your allies, which makes it nice. And not only does it add damage, it boosts damage by percentages. So this is kind of it's kind of a middle class between like abilities and casting and kind of physical. It's odd, but it can also be beneficial for other players too. So if you want to be able to do summon damage or make status effects or whatever, and also benefit your friends, yo. The soldier's just solid. You can do retaliation, you can do attack, you can make yourself really tough. I mean, it's just good. The occultist is fragile, and you can see it doesn't get as much physique, but it gets more cunning and spirit, so it's more damagey. The evil eye is hysterical. You basically throw an eyeball, but you can convert it to where you don't flick it like, like you don't go like, you can't fire it like a machine gun. You can only fire it like once every few seconds, but it'll clear an entire room. You get a disease that actually spreads. You can get pets. You can buff yourself. You can make it do all kinds of stuff. Again, there are so many classes here. In fact, it makes it kind of hard to pick. I haven't played an Oathkeeper. Inquisitors are fun because they get a skill that allows them to dual wield. Shamans are all about two-handed weapons and hitting really hard and using lightning. They can summon some stuff. Arcanists are they're just arcanists. They're the mage. They do have a buff. It can benefit the party. They have some protective abilities because they're fragile. They're two exclusive skills. Basically, two different things. Let's see here. Yeah, one's kind of elemental, except for it doesn't do any fire, and it converts physical and either damage to cold. This is a toggle ability, and you can only have one at a time. Buffs are not like you cast them, you have to cast them again and again and again. When you activate it, it takes a portion of your mana, or your energy, and it locks it. So, basically, long story short, it's permanent, but you have less max energy as a result. I think summons work that way too. But your exclusive abilities are always very powerful. If you're playing this game, I'd recommend that you get a... what am I doing? Fixing this. I'd recommend that you get a class with one of these. They're obviously not needed, but they're nice. Also, abilities do have item requirements, like if you want to use Devastation, you have to have a caster offhand, which can be like a book or an idol or whatever. Oh, crap. What do we want to do? I kind of want to make a retaliation soldier, where retaliation damage is every time someone touches you, they take damage. Do we want to be made of Indestructium? I might do a soldier Oathkeeper, because I have not done that. So, we start off as though we're going to be a soldier, and we hit this button. Then we can pick Cadence, and we can get an on-activation ability. So this is Markovian's advantage. The renowned technician Markovian always maneuvered to strike from higher ground. This classic attack, inspired by Markovian's battlefield tactics, features a powerful downward strike to throw enemies off balance, weakening their defenses. So, every time you attack with a default attack, this includes cadence because it can be used as a default weapon attack, it states it, there's a 12% chance of this activating, which does more damage. Everything attached to the default attack does 15% more, and it reduces their defensive ability, which makes them easier to hit. Which is very nice. Ooh, additionally, soldiers do get party benefits. And where are they? I believe they do. Let's see here. Ah, field command. So you can boost people. Yeah, you can boost your allies. This also, I believe, extends to allies' pets. I don't remember. So when we change our weapon attack, right-click, then click. And yes, you can assign a button for your pet to attack. It's very, very nice.
Yeah.
That was Markovin's advantage, actually, procking. Oop. You do not need a melee weapon for that. You can be a ranged soldier, which is awesome. Oh, we're not going to play with that yet. We'll be playing with that in a moment. There's a reason for that. But now you can see we're much stronger. The benefits of a single level are quite large. Boom, boom, wham! That Markovian advantage is going a lot. You can see in the lower left, right before the cadence procs, which is awesome. Be careful, like, you playing this game all day. I love isometric RPGs of this nature. They're so much fun. I know I'm just freaking playing a point-and-click adventure, but it's fun, man. This corpse, Francis, will always spawn these items. Ooh, and that note is important. I will level up again. Anyway, if we hold shift and click, we can smash those. That is important. Trust me, it's actually important. Certain bits of the environment you can break, and sometimes there are items in them. Like, tomes and whatnot. I don't know if it's always with doors. Oh, excuse me, that was a Alright. Anyway, we got an item. Is this. On 8% chance on attack, it'll just lob a fireball out of you, and it won't take an action. You could be running around, doing damage, all of a sudden fireballs will go and hit people. Well, actually every 1.5 seconds. Back in the day, I had 2 pistols, because I could dual wield, that had a % chance on attack, or on damage, or whatever, to just call a lightning bolt from the sky and hit something. Now, it used to proc on dot ticks. I don't know if it still does. So long story short, I had like a 20% chance for lightning bolts just to fly from the sky every time they got tick damage. So, long story short, my brother and I were playing, and he's just like, "What's happening? The screen won't stop shaking." Anyway, let's swap our weapons. Let's put this here. Put this here. We do not gain the benefits of this and this while we're using different equipment. The game is not that charitable. It's important, we'll keep it. This is also interesting. We can upgrade these. I usually don't for a fair bit of time because I'm just indecisive. That's the main thing. I'm trapped here. I'm trapped here. I realize now that I will die in this house. Margaret, I fear that you are already dead. And so it may not be so bad if I am shortly to join you. If by some miracle you yet live and return here to find this note, please know that I'm not angry with you. I've never regretted our life together, but now I only regret that I lost my temper and spoke unkind words when we last parted. I hope you will not think me of a coward for what I'm about to do. You're already in the house. I barricaded myself in this room. It's only a matter of time before they break through. All I can do now is choose a matter in which I face death. I'd rather die a man than be changed into one of those horrid things, or eaten alive. I love you always. Francis. You see there? That is how you write. It is very well written. Well, at least goodly written in my mind. That's why I kind of tease the journals that you read in Darkest Dungeon. Sometimes they're a bit hammy, or they're kind of oddly written. I don't know. Maybe I just don't like the writing style. Anyway, we have 3 more points, but I'm keeping them for something. When we finally get our second class, I'll be divvying up the points evenly between the two. It will kind of, it'll kind of gimp out our power to start with, but I'm just annoying that way. There's no real secret benefit or superpower method of that. It's just what I'm going to do. So when I get my new shiny class, I don't have to sit there and go like, oh, I don't have many points to spend. I'll be like, ooh, I get my new class. This. And I'll be happy. No, nothing around there. Vandalism! Yeah, you can smash gravestones. There's a lot of objects that can be destroyed in this. Well, more objects than you'd expect. So I've been playing this, and then I went to Diablo 3, and I was immediately disappointed. I know a lot of people like Diablo 3, and it's probably a good game, but it wasn't Diablo to me. It made me sad. And they're making another one. Not just Diablo Immortal, they're making a different one. And I don't want it to go even farther from what Diablo used to be. It makes me sad. Oh wait, no, they're making actually no. They're supposed to be just upscaling the resolution on the original Diablo 2. They're supposed to be making it remaster, but I think hopefully they're gonna make it right. Not like Warcraft 3 or whatever. Ooh, Searing Ember. That is important. So if anyone has played Titan Quest, they'll know the really annoying artifacts that were super rare and really weren't that great. So you'd get the Golden Fleece or whatever, and it'd be like 1 of 3 parts, and you get like a small benefit, but you get more of a benefit if you got all 3 parts, but you could play through the entire game multiple times and still only get 1 part of X, and it just drove me crazy. The game is generous with them, and these are cool. So I could cram this onto a weapon, shield, or caster offhand, and it'll just add fire damage to your attacks. It will deal % fire damage, and it will convert your physical damage to fire damage. And also it gives you a skill that just lets you shoot fireballs at people. That's awesome! This is an accessory that you can stick onto an item, and it just allows you to do something. It doesn't need sockets. You can just put it on there, but each item can only hold 1. Ooh. Is that better? No, it's not. This is a caster type armor that'll increase your energy regeneration, but it doesn't offer as much protection, and we don't use energy for anything. Plus, it's a white item, so it's not really worth anything. Secret path, we're off the map. Here it is. I'll get to what's over there in a second. Alright. This is a detonation site, not shite. And it will allow us to go there. Long story short, we need dynamite. We need 2 dynamite. Whoa! We need 2 dynamite to basically make that go pop so we can get in there into a secret area. We'll get dynamite later. So there are, you know, secrets and cool beans to be found. How do you do? Squish! This is the thing I don't like. They leave behind clouds of stinkiness that do dot damage if you stand in them. I think they also reduce your armor. Oh, there you go, look. They fight. Which I really like. I'm not too fond of these. As you can. Oh god, the damage. Don't worry, I still remember the boat is over there. Ah! I wanted to look at something. No! It can hit me from so far away! So, that yellow part of the bar is our constitution. It's our ability to basically heal after combat, or not after combat, but if you have a rest point where you haven't taken damage. And rations and other things will restore it by little bits. And it's very good. Right, we got something. The Harbormaster's log. The autumn fogs are appearing early this year, but traffic remains unusually high. There is a steady flow of small craft coming down from Monmouth and other townships to the northeast. Some of the boats are barely afloat, burdened with what looks like people's every possession. These travelers, sometimes entire families, bring with them strange tales of wars and the unnatural. Bunch of hogwash walling up the soft townsfolk. Can't complain though. Keeps the dock busy. Most are westbound, trying to get as far away as they can. Lads at the docks are starting to lose their nerve. Some of them have talked about setting out west themselves. But I've assured them this is all nonsense and will pass. Youth are easily caught up in the energy of the moment. I like reading the lore in this. Obviously, they give you experience points too, so there's a benefit for just picking them up. And you don't have to read them; you can just right-click them and close the interface. It's better than my boots. I didn't have boots. I had shoes. Now I'm wearing boots over my shoes. Double footwear power. I probably don't have to explain it. You can see the level above them, and the color of the level kind of dictates its challenge and how much it'll reward you for defeating it. Hello. Don't worry, we'll get more than basic zombies really quickly. Perhaps I'll do this. W allows us to swap things. Inquisitor Creed! Oh, wait. This. There we go. Ah! There's a different thing! Alright. Inquisitor Creed. I am currently en route to the village of Burwich in order to investigate a number of strange incidents that have been reported in this area. As dusk is drawing near and the swamps of this region are said to be hazardous to travel at night, I have reluctantly taken up lodging in a small, squalid tavern in Lower Crossing. Perhaps I am weary from my horrid travels, but I feel as if there is a strange pressure, electricity to the air. It's almost akin to the still before a thunderous summer gale. And yet the sun shines, and not a cloud is to be seen. Everything seems as it should be, but in my gut, I feel something terrible will soon come to pass. Ooh, spooky woo-woo. As I was packing to resume my journey to Burwich, my assistance was urgently requested at a logging camp in the old grove west of Devil's Crossing. Strange animal attacks have left three lumbermen listless and pale. Upon arriving, I received a somber greeting from the foreman, who informed me that the bitten workers had gone mad and fled the premises. They were reported to have spoken in an unknown tongue. The foreman showed me the remains of the animals, 2 gray foxes and a hound, suffering some sort of horrific mange, lay in a hastily dug pit behind the outhouse. Ooh! The foreman told me the animals suddenly died when confronted by the workers, and a strange green vapor emanated from their remains. Shortly afterwards, the 3 lumbermen fell ill, and their mental state rapidly deteriorated. It appears that my presence in this region is most warranted. Sorry, hopefully my stomach isn't getting on camera. Holy crap. It's being, ah! I want to level up before I thought you. Ah! Ow! Something bigger. Go away! I need to do this. Let's do that. Ow! Oh, my butt wasn't working. He is very unique. Ooh, barrel. Oh, great. It's one of those. Shut up, stomach! Be quiet! You puking pukester! So, I was gonna say that, this bucko right here is a bit unusual. Because he's red and not green like ethereals are supposed to be. There goes the glow. Anywho, most ethereals deal ethereal damage because, duh. However, he does chaos damage, which is very unusual. This is known as a monster infrequent, specifically a boss one. It enhances your physical damage. And on top of the physical damage it does, it gives you bonus crit damage, percent extra bleeding damage if you do it, savagery, and bloody pox. So, I know what those are for, I believe. Savagery is a druid ability, and it is it's a default attack. You hit, and you hit harder, and you hit harder. Basically, you work yourself up into a frenzy as you hit, so you go like bang, 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 bang. Not that fast, but it basically does that. And bloody pox is the disease for the occultist. And it is cool. Magic shield, better than better shield, yes. Magic coat. And a gun. 100 physique. Wait, why do I have more cunning than physique? That's... Oh, items. Ooh, there's a thing in here. We can see it on the map. It's an untouched meal. Yeah, that was laying in a room with dead bodies and stuff for who knows how long. Freaking disgusting person. Hey, what are you doing here? Now, normally, I prefer using a weapon and a shield. Not a two-handed weapon. Because I like blocking things. It's kind of like that in every game. It's just a personal preference. Oh, one's acts of frostbite. Hello. Ooh, that does more damage than what we got. It's very similar to the pistol in that it can launch fireballs occasionally. But this one's icy and it's a melee weapon. And we're gonna do this. I could run and pick up that other plank shield, but that's a silly thing to do. Spirit potion, that regenerates your energy. Whoop. There we go. Choppity chop chop. Plus you get attack faster. Ooh, come on. Look at that. So, items come in tiers. White, yellow, green? Let's see here. I need to look at it. Yeah, white, yellow, green. Monster and frequents are also green. Epic is blue. And I think legendary is purple. So the color coding is a little bit different than some games. I don't know if there's orange in there. There might be. Man, I was going to make a really old reference. Too bad the box isn't orange. Orange box. Yeah, I think most people are too young to get that. Long story short, the orange box was what you bought that gave you... those are orange. Basically, you bought the orange box when you wanted Team Fortress 2 and basically all of Half-Life 2. That's all it is. Ooh, polished emerald. It's another trinket thingy, accessory. Whatever. I think it's a trinket. It's a component, excuse me. That will increase your base stats. So you can just cram it onto something and be like, yes, I want more base stats so I can equip things or just be better in general. They're nice. I just don't use them very often. Probably to my own detriment. What level are we? Level 4. Might be okay. I'd like to get one more before we go and say how do you do the boat. There's a boat. Long story short, we'll do something interesting and dangerous. I love this game. I can't help it. Standing in the stink and it hurts. Monsters do regenerate health. That is definitely a thing. Ow! Here's a slightly tougher one. Ooh. That right there that looks, I don't know, like a deformed candy is actually something interesting. Ow! Jump pile, smash it for scrap. That's not how you search junk, by the way. Just saying. I mean, you do have to smash things to, like, get the piece of... Come here, you. I'm going to be the strong man, so you will not be able to hurt me as much. Oops. I might have to boost the music a little bit. It's a little quiet. Usually I play with the sound lowered quite a bit. It's the way I play most games. Yeah, the master volume's it's alright. There we go. That might be too much. There was a tiny bit. Yeah, that's okay. If it gets annoying, feel free to go like, hey! It's annoying! A big time, sorry. But there are cool abilities we can get, like, if your health drops below 30%, you basically just get a heal. It's basically like a free potion. You can improve. What's my word? Oh, this is actually like a buff that has a duration. You activate it, it's active for a while, then it goes into cooldown, you have to wait. But, long story short, if you're using shield, it makes it awesome. Plus it increases your health regeneration. This allows you to block and recover faster. These are just cool because you can get flat health regeneration all the time. Plus % bonus, and armor's cheaper. The soldier has a lot of really good abilities. Every class does. But the soldier is like one of the best in terms of it's hard to lose when you pick abilities from them. We're all gonna die out here. Calm down, where are you from? I was staying with a group of survivors out in Devil's Crossing. You know, the old prison, but supplies were running low and I volunteered to go out scavenging around Lower Crossing. I figured it was safe enough, but I was wrong. I got chased in here by a pack of ravenous rift scourges. Though I can't hear their maddening skittering anymore. Yeah, that's written a little bit weird. I suppose I have you to thank for that. Doesn't matter though. Areas overrun with a dead. Won't make it 5 feet without getting surrounded. That's about right, actually. The way back should be clear now. I suppose I can open the rift gate. The way back should be clear now. I'm not going back out there again. They will find us and tear us apart. Well, I suppose I could open a rift gate. A what? Isn't that what those things are pouring out of? Well, sort of, but mine will take you home. I'm having a hard time believing that after what I've seen up in Burwich. How'd you get all the way up there? But you don't seem to have the look of a taken about you. I suppose it's my only option. I'll see you back at Devil's Crossing. Womb to hell! So, if anyone is familiar with Diablo 2, you remember Scrolls of Town Portal, where you'd hit a button, it'd make a portal, and you could go back to town. A one-time two-way portal, as in you'd go out, you'd come back, and it's gone. Well, technically, if you run to town and then you go back to the portal, it closes. It only closes on the return trip, not the trip to town, which is weird. And it only closes when you, the person who made the portal, takes a return trip, I believe. So other people could use it indefinitely, which was a bit odd, but it kept people from scamming your portal, so I guess it's all right. This, however, is just active. You can place it. It'll be anywhere. Like, we'll just... Boop. See, look. A portal. A scurry portal. It's very red. And we could use this to go back to Devil's Crossing, which I'll demonstrate now. Woohoo, we're in Devil's Crossing, which I never pointed this out, because I wasn't paying attention. It's lined with salt and weird arcane symbols, plus it's purple, which is interesting. Anyway, we can go back to our little portal pad thingy and see it doesn't close. And there's no cooldown, it doesn't use a resource, so you can use it whenever you want. I think there was something similar to that in... Oh, what's it called? Titan Quest. I'm not sure I like how friendly the portal system is, but at the end of the day, I don't mind it. Look, that is green. Purple, or not green, purple. Greenish blue, which is kind of odd. Did that thing have it? Now it's purple because, Ah! No! It's interacting with the portal instead of fighting! Get him! How dare you hide behind an object that's interactable? Ah! There's an item you can't pick up. Should it? No. Yeah, it vanishes. That's weird. I don't know what that is. Oh, what's it called? Sacred does that as well. Anyway, yeah, that was blue and now it's purple. And of course it's been lined with salt and stuff, so it's probably been altered, so it's no longer a rift to the ethereal. Whatever BS. Anywho, blue plus red makes purple. I don't know if that's the case, like it's, Long story short, red is the color of the chthonics. It's just typically that color. Sometimes it's green, but usually it's red. And the color of the ethereals is a tealy blue color. So it's like those two together makes purple. And I don't know why, but you were influenced by the damn ethereals, but now for whatever reason, that bluey color that should be the thing that lingers is now red. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's a bit of a theory thing that never gets. I don't think it ever gets confirmed. But I feel like there's another hand at play for as to why your character was no longer influenced. It might just be a cosmetic thing too. Like, this could have just been done in design and left as is. I genuinely don't know. Aha! Level 5! Eat it! Slappy slap. This. Devotion. I'm only going to show you quickly. Look at all of that. You may be thinking, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. What's this? Every dot is a thing. And then there's completion things. It's another can of worms, another layer of customization for your character. So we have your class, the levels associated with it, you know, all the abilities and stuff, your equipment, the components attached to it, devotions, and maybe some other things. Hello, I saw something. A Rift Hound? Ugh. How dare you be weird and rifty? Ah! Our chance to hit is influenced by your combat skill. I'm pretty sure you already know that, but I have to state it. Anyway, it's Life Siphon, isn't it? Your chance to hit can never be 0. I think it's capped out at 60%, I would say. It's the same for the enemies too. I think. I'm sure. Yo. Oathkeeper is a class that you get for the Forgotten Gods, which involves gods that are forgotten. Now, we were up close to the redone Den of Evil mission, because I feel like it's the Den of Evil. But we have that boat that we want to go back to, which will probably get my ass killed. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. Humpty dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Ah, a little bit of hitching over here. Probably because it's loading cells. Where is it? It's right here. We click it. It takes us somewhere. It takes us to Hargate's Isle. This place is interesting. Look, there are Deep Mire warriors in Slith. For no reason, I'm gonna swap to my pistol. Wait a minute. For no reason, I'm gonna move the shield, then swap to my pistol. Oh, good. W works now, because I have items in both slots. Hi. Did you try and shoot a ball of water at me? Uh-oh. So this is gonna be a little bit finicky. Ow! Because they might be stronger than me. Ah, the interactable objects! Run, Boxy, run! This is how you... Now, if I was an occultist, I'd throw a disease at them and laugh. Or if I was a, demolitionist, I'd throw Molotovs at them and laugh. But since we don't have a lot of multi-target attacks, we're just gonna do this. Theoretically, I could have Force Wave and, you know, fire compression blasts at them. But... I mean, it's a nice ability, but... I don't know. When you make builds in this game, it's kind of important to focus at least some of your skill points on abilities. As in, you don't want to spread out your skill points across like 20 abilities or whatever, because it's just going to end up being messy, and the full potential of what you can do is reduced. So you kind of want to specialize into some talents. You probably don't want to put everything in one, but you do want to kind of focus some. I don't have a specific number that's optimal or whatever, because I don't build that way. But long story short, you don't want to try and get every ability. You kind of want to build these up along the route. So you decide, I like this, therefore I will go into this completely. You can of course stop at some point, but it kind of behooves you to build this up. At the very least, it'll be kind of useful regardless, because it does a percentage of your weapon damage. So all you have to do is upgrade your weapon, and that will become more powerful too. So even if you don't have skill points, it still would be useful at some point. It'd always be better than your default weapon attack, essentially. So some abilities may hold up like that, but generally increasing this is going to be beneficial. So I guess some abilities are useful regardless of level, but I tried to spread out abilities once and it was not good. Let's see what we got here. Like, where is it? This one isn't amazing if you have it at low level, because it just gives you flat points of health regeneration. So if you have like low health, there is a maximum amount of skill points you can get at a max level. So I don't know what it is. Also, skill points aren't gained uniformly every level. Eventually you'll start getting 2, and then it's for the purposes of balance, so you can't get everything in one class and become like some kind of super death god. And trust me, you get pretty powerful in this game. Now, one of the main reasons why I'm not meleeing these guys is, you see that little weird Ripley shield the guys throwing balls of water have? If you hit an enemy with that, it slows you down with a melee attack. And these guys are too tough for me to reliably kill the crowd of them. I think those do cold damage. So like swirling balls of ice water, ice cube things. Would you like your magic on the rocks? Damn it! Got in the way. Now Cadence is doing a lot, because normally I do like damage. Ah, crap! Eat that! Pow! But I like doing this area because it's lootable, it's optional. I will point out the reason why I'm talking about this in a moment, because I just realized there's no context. Okay, I got the other ones. That's lootable. Man, I'm tired today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I didn't sleep very well. Oh yeah. When enemies are crit, or just hit really hard, they can recoil. You go, ow! Which can interrupt their casts sometimes. Bosses I don't think it works on. But regular duders it does. Bosses have all kinds of resistances. Ow! That hurt! Pick it up. A good idea if you're playing multiplayer is to create instanced loot, so people can't just run around and accidentally pick up all your money and things like that. Plus, if you're a horrible gremlin, you can always say, "Oh, double the loot." But generally, instance loot just helps with confusion amongst players and all that. But now you see why I'm kind of quote-unquote kiting him. Ooh, slip necklace. Fine. Because if they hit me, it's really gonna hurt. I technically shouldn't be here, but I want to be. So you can't stop me. Pow, 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 pow. Level 6. This is an even level, so it will work for our soldier. Should put 3 into this. Put 2 and upgrade cadence again, so it hits even harder. I haven't decided how I want to build my class yet because I haven't selected my second one, so I'm going to leave those alone for now. I will spend those eventually, maybe. Oh, and if you feel like you're building your character wrong, don't delete it and recreate it. You can literally, after a bit, reallocate your skill points. The game is nice like that. It'll let you reallocate your skill points with ye skill trainer type person. So you're not stuck into the build you make. You cannot change your classes back to what they were or whatever, but you can essentially build them back up from scratch. Ah, crap! It's a lot! I need to get the cadence ability that lets my bullets pass through multiple targets. Or do the sweep. Now, this is kind of where people that do percent health damage can shine. Namely, the pox can do percent health damage. I think. Unless they changed it. It means it's very, very powerful against crowds, but against bosses who have resistance to that out the yin-yang, it doesn't do crap. So that's another thing to mind too, is some builds are good against critters, lots of critters, or bosses. You know, like siege targets. So you and your friend, if you're playing the game, or friends, can actually build for specific positions and things, which is cool. Let's get Hargate's journal. Oh, can't read it yet. Let's go chop. Hargate's journal. Ooh, also electricity stone. Lightning Nova. Lightning damage. Scavenged armor plate is armor. The first day at my new lab. I must say I'm thrilled to get started. The days of having my nose stuck in the books are over. Here comes a time when studying old tomes reaches its limit. Eventually one must set out on their own to pursue new ventures and ideas not yet considered. It is our sacred duty as scholars to leave a mark upon the world. My wife Helen and my dearest daughter Eleanor will be joining me soon at our new home. Helen has expressed concern about a little girl growing up in a laboratory so far away from other children. But I've calmed her down. Eleanor will have everything she requires, and Berwick is just a short boat ride away should she ask for a playmate. Together, Helen and I are going to do something no arcanist has ever dared to even consider: the creation of new life. The Aether is a wondrous source of energy, and yet nobody stopped to ponder its effects upon organic material. Helen's expertise in the biological arts should prove most valuable in this endeavor. So, that implies that there's a laboratory here. Maybe under this trapdoor.
Can't open that.
But it's locked. Later we'll be getting a key to go down there. Much later. Why this place is a level 7 area right now, I don't know. But that's why I went here. Because I don't think the level scales up very much. The enemies in this game, their levels do scale to a point. Oh, these are level 5. Some of them are level 7. So there is some variance in the levels of the various critters you'll encounter. Like that's 6. Also, some areas will scale to your level a little bit. So say they have a set tier, like 10 to 20, and that's it. So when you're like level 30, it's still 20. But if you're level 13, they're like level 13, 12, 14. Which I don't mind. There are some areas that are scary, and they're meant to be scary. So like you could be like level 70 or the max, and they'll be level 72. Usually it's not a problem. And I've played a fair bit of the game. I played the Ash of the Mammoth expansion, but I haven't played the entirety of Forgotten Gods. Forgotten Gods is woo. There are a lot of ways to play it. It is one that gives you a lot of choices. This guy's tough. Got bubbly pots. Bye. Did I miss anything here? I feel like there's supposed to be a big box that I missed, but maybe it's gone. I've been through this game a lot. Well, I haven't multiple playthrough a lot, but I've played this game a fair bit in various areas. And I've played various developmental builds. Like I was here since the beta, and my memory's hazy as to what is where because it's changed. And sometimes it changes even between patches of the full release, because this is a fully released game. So essentially, my knowledge may be outdated or just completely wrong. Anyway, we can just do this so we don't have to do the entire walk back. And go to Berry Hill and actually do our mission, which is to cleanse the den of Burial Hill. And we'll run into some interesting Aether stuff along the way. Not him. Usually they get up when you shoot them, but he didn't. See that thing out there in the distance? Oh, he got advantaged. You can see the debuff on him. Ooh, scrap. Gimme. Look! Evil Tiberium! That shoots threads of energy at you. And that's what I call the Aether. They're just evil Tiberium. Well, probably. I should get it right. What am I doing? Ow! I forgot they have a charge attack that really hurts. Ow! I need a breather. Call of Duty Hellgen. Ah! Ow! I spawned more like an idiot. No charge attack for you. Ow! I tried to move out of the way. It didn't work. Ah!
Do that yet.
Healing, it's what I'm dealing. Ooh. Zombies. Die! Chaos damage. Chaos! And stuff knows. So those Aether Crystals will shoot those little ribbons at you, and they'll also summon more dead. Don't give you experience. Carried by the Slith Shamans, for only they know it. And a crystalline shard still lingering with ethereal power. Can be used in the creation of arcane items. Yes, crafting is a thing. Yay, crafting! Oops. Oh, never mind. But long story short, it's a good idea to shoot and break the crystals when you find them, or attack them, because they give you crafting components. And that's nice. Long story short, you'll be using those crystals a lot. What am I doing? Oh, I didn't have a shield! That's probably why I took so much damage. I don't know how much it protects you. Oh, that reminds me. Protection! Protection is done interestingly. Explain it once I'm done getting my ass beat. Do I have gloves? No, I don't. Gimme, gimme, gimme. There we go. Anyway, so protection is done interestingly. Armor rating. So, whenever we're struck in combat, the enemy rolls basically a percent die to see where they hit you. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Anyway, so if they hit you in X region, it applies the armor rating there, I believe. So if they hit you in the head, you have 35 armor there. If they hit you in the chest, you have 52 armor there. So, yeah. It's an interesting mechanic. Also, why don't I have a shield here? Here we go. Break. Break. Healing. Die. Uh-oh, I'm on cooldown. Woohoo! No. Oh, there are three of them. Oh no. Level up. Whoa! Look at that frog march. Bravery. Oh, yeah. Eat fireball. Die. So you can see how that that adrenaline rush or whatever when you're low on health would actually be quite useful. Because things can do a lot of damage on veteran. Plus, you know, I haven't been spending these, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. Odd level will be saved for the class that we'll be picking, which will probably be Oathbreaker. I want to see how tough a character I can make. Do a retaliation build, which is probably a bad idea. Break! Break! Ugh. And you notice our health dropping when we're hitting those crystals. They can reflect damage. In early versions of the game, they reflected 100% of the damage that you inflicted to them, including all effects. So if you gave it a disease or whatever, or cast whatever on it, immediately you would also be affected by it 100%. They lowered it a bit, then they lowered it again, then they made it so it didn't reflect all damage, so you could shoot it from a distance or whatever. Long story short, they were actually really dangerous. So if you got a crit on it, even if it overkilled it, I think you'd still take a buttload of damage. They're very dangerous. No, they're not too bad. I believe the wrenchers will actually be replaced at some point. You'll never see them again. I'm actually thinking after about this point they get replaced. Oh man, I didn't see that one. Ah! Ow! Smash! He's Wooly. So now we gotta go into Burial Hill. And you might be able to see it. See that? There are two entrances. So that other path that I kind of stopped along would also enter this from a different spot. But we're going here. Because this is the Tiberium route. Well, the route to this place is the Tiberium route. I like Tiberium. The beautiful glow. I've played some Bad Talkers in my time. Like all of them. Including 4. Ugh. Ew! Disgusting. Wish I had a vomit attack. Ow! Ow! If I had a gun and we were on a boat, I'd shoot you. Break, break, break! You! It's your turn! Quit touching me with power. Ow! Break! There we go. Now they're considerably less annoying. I can see you there. Who's making... Oh, shit! This is the reanimator. Kazog! He summons dudes. Because he's a reanimator. He reanimates. No, he doesn't make YouTube videos. Ah! Uh-oh. You can knock that off. Ah! No, let me break it! Oh, something shouldn't that be faster? That hurts. Get shot. Bang, bang. He kind of has a lot of health. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. Believing this would be much easier for a different class. Or if you built it a bit differently. Eh. But trust me, there's a method to my madness. Maybe. I'll just be obnoxious. It's kind of like fighting an archer in a game. They always run away. At least you don't have to buy ammunition. I didn't mind that too much. Oh no, I'm out of stamina! Or constitution! Ow! Don't punch me! There we go, that blew up. And it got rid of some of the spawns. You do have some small health regeneration at least. So that's where the flat health regen would be nice to have. Because if you run out of stamina, which you can yeah, get more. You can have your health regenerate better. If so many things in front of you! Not getting surrounded by you, asswipe. Those things respawn, so no point shooting. Oh no! It's Hobble's McArmor Smack! Oh, don't hit me! No! Screw off! No, 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 no. Okay, no! I just realized that shooting him with a gun is a good idea because guns have armor penetration. What does make me a what does make me a little bit salty is their block is better than yours because it has no cooldown. So if they roll high on their blocks, you'll just hear clink, 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 clink. It'll drive you nuts. Go away! Don't shoot lightning at me. Oh no! Does he not have a limit? Oh, that's horrible if he doesn't. I need the riffraff to go away! Well, he had Molotovs. Ow! I need those hit points. Quit it! I have an idea. This gets to be too annoying. I'll just, first of all, I'm gonna heal. Are we getting experience for those? I wish you would tell me if they're a summon. Yes. Do your freaking hobble shuffle towards me. Look, he even has crystals on his back. He's definitely a Tiberium mutant. Stop throwing that at me. I am not a harvester. Why are you so big, yet you still have pants? I mean, I'm glad you have pants. I don't want to see, like, freaking a monster with a, you know, freaking flopping after me. Either penis. No! They must have made him move faster so he doesn't hide behind the horde as much. I'll shoot you and attract the attention of everyone else. Stop throwing hand grenades at me. It's taking forever. Ah! Alright, that's it. In the interest of saving time. Whoop. I think I just got hit. No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I got hit during the transition. I was going to be upset. We're just going to do something. This, in fact, so we can have an extra ability, so I'm not here for like 10 minutes. Normally, I would just take care of it. But it'll take forever. Now, the jolly old Aether Crystal used to do a lot of damage. It doesn't do it anymore. Trust me, it was bad. I kind of wish it had more of a cooldown, because otherwise you're like boom, 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 boom. Did I just? Yes, I did. I didn't want to do that. Did you just deflect it? I think you did. Why is there a fiery one? I didn't make that. Did I? Something worthy of note. The fiery ones explode on death. Ow!
Kill's not ready.
Ah! I'm standing in this stuff like an idiot. Screw off. So if you're a melee dude, make sure you have fire resistance for those things, because they will hurt. I think they used to do a lot of damage. We're talking like they'd do like 400 damage sometimes. If there are a lot of them. Well, at later levels they do like 400. Quit spawning things! I used all my freaking energy potions. I'm hitting the wrong button. I missed that thing 3 times in a row. Damn it! Quit that! Ugh. Fireball the face. Stupid Aether. Quit it! Die! I think he has like an extra few thousand hit points due to veteran. Veteran is a little bit cruel, but also, you know what? I don't mind it. There we go. Okay, so we got another infrequent, which is actually kind of rare. Go, and we got some scrap, and we completed that mission. Here's this. Kalador's Tempest is an Arcanist ability. Flame Touched is, well, that is a Demolitionist ability. So if you're an Arcanist Demolitionist, you could put this on and it would give you all kinds of benefits. It's actually a really good item. I don't know about the bonus to pet damage. I think that's random. But all the stuff above it isn't. Either damage converted to fire damage for the Tempest. Oh, that's interesting. I thought it had a tagline for it. This is like the Ember, except for it launches ice spikes. Roiling blood. Different components go to different places. There's that, there's that. This is messy inventory of messiness, but it's fine. What's that? It's caster offhand. This is also caster offhand. What am I doing? I'm looking for things. Ooh! I don't know if there's a button to make stuff appear on the floor. There we go. Now we at least have some armor. There. These usually have rations in them. That that one didn't, because it's cruel. Ooh, and we're gonna get our first thing. Once we deal with these buttons. Da! There's an icicle going. Yay, ice! Ah! I will handle that in a moment. That is a ruined shrine. These are very important. In fact, they're so important that they appear on the map when you found them but haven't done the thing that they want. Anyway, we're gonna do the thing that wants. This shrine is ruined and needs to be restored. Are you sure you want to place this offering? Yes! Always yes, right? Do it. We get a devotion point. And for some reason it poops out items at us. I'll take your pooped out items. Gimme, gimme, gimme. A warm shield. I love warm shield. What's this? Yeah. It's all so messy. Ooh, we got a ring. Ooh, I like it. Alright, devotion point time. Remember the thing that was all crazy? Look at this a little bit. So, depending on how you want to build your character, all these devotions, all of them, can do something that may benefit your character in various ways. If you are a soldier, usually you want to go to this side, and we're talking order. However, what is this? This is Ascendant. Ascendant can also be suitable for it as well. There is some crossover, like the Gaze of Drieg, or the Eye of the Guardian. Drieg, the witch god, is said to have peered beyond the veil and witnessed the truth of all things. For that, the gods have cursed his mortal form into a spined abomination, the thousand lidless eyes. He now stands immortal guard of the veil, his peerless gaze ever watchful for those who would dare follow in his stead. So, you started off and it can give you so whenever you deal acid or poison damage, it's increased by 15%. Then it gives you offensive, then it, more chaos, more poison. More poison. And then it gives you this, which is a devotion ability, and usually these aren't things that you just cast. You don't hit a button and it happens. It has a 15% chance on attack. And we'll get to these when they become relevant, which they're not relevant right now. But anyway, see that's for classes that deal poison and acid damage and chaos. That's the occultist, that's the Nightblade, that's those things. This right here is physical damage and armor, internal trauma. Then it goes to physical damage, more internal trauma, and of course this just kind of, physique, armor, strength, right? And then it just gives you 55 internal trauma over 5 seconds. That means whenever you hit someone, whenever you deal weapon damage from various abilities and stuff, it adds that to it. So those bonuses that you get from that also influence that. So it's not just all percentages, you get all kinds of stuff. And then this, if you block it, does weird things. So you can see that even though those are both technically Ascendant, they do vastly different things. They'd be very different classes. See, it's not only Ascendant, it is also Eldritch. And it all starts with the Crossroads. You pick one, and it gives you a completion bonus that'll allow you to go where you want. Now, I don't remember too keenly where precisely I want to go. Is it the obelisk? Physical damage reduction, armor, defensive ability. I think I just heard a rock fall in the game. Health, armor, either resistance, retaliation. Ooh. Block. So the farther they go out to, the more profound their effects become, because they have a higher requirement to get to. So you need 12 and bleh of that. when you complete a constellation, it gives you a bonus. So it has a requirement and it has a bonus. And obviously these that are way out there in the distance are very powerful. But getting to them will take a while. Shield matron. So for these are very defensive. They're strong. Vire's obviously a good choice too if you want to go to a different route. This is more druidic. Some of the stuff can be like down here too. Like the Modrogan Wolf. And there's some crossover. You don't need to be a soldier or whatever to get these benefits. You can be different classes. There's overlap. You can build essentially how you want. And you can do interesting and nutty combinations, especially with how many layers there are. And this is the point that I love in the game, is how much customization you can get. I'm going to be going for the Shield Maid. So that would mean... These aren't good hints. Like, oh, it gives you 5% extra health. That means that this is the health side. No! The Chaos side involves all kinds of stuff. Including lifesteal and chaos damage and pet bonuses, and it's just wild because it's chaos. So you can't use these as general measures like, oh, this is defensive. Yeah, kinda, not really, because this is offensive. Oh, there's some defense in there. This is a really cool one in particular. Every chance you have on attack, this wave will come out, and it doesn't stop when it hits a target. It just keeps going, so it hits just a bunch of dudes for cold, lightning, main hand damage. It goes out for 12 meters. It does dot, and it can also cause them to have problems hitting you. This is a good ability. I like it. And it's quick to get. What's this do? Ooh, that's nice. It also gives you some blue. I want blue first is the question, or do I want, I think it's primordial. Do I want order or primordial first? I don't know. I think that barrier will be nice. Ooh. This is where all the deliberation begins. Chance to avoid melee attacks, avoid projectiles. Oh, that is a cool one. I like it. Oh, there we go. No, it's energy, excuse me. Health, vitality resistance, energy, health, healing effects increased by 10%. Ugh! This is where it becomes super hard to decide. There's so many cool ones. Ugh! Let's go with order first. And we can have up to 55 points. I think usually you get one big one and that's it. You might be able to get more than that though. I haven't ever maxed it out. But I've made it through a fair chunk of them. I believe by the completion of the first arc, you can get you can get the tsunami, or near the end of the first chapter. So you get like 7 points. Let's see here, how many points was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you get like 6 just before the end of the first chapter, I think. Again, my knowledge is pretty outdated. I played the game very early on. Smack! Smackety smack! Ow! The problem is, I'm not just here to absorb damage and tie up attention. I also need to do damage too because it's a single player. Multiplayer, you could have your damage dealer dude and you can have just your annoying Wumpus damage absorbius dude. I do want some retaliation damage though, so I can be like really tough and also watch people just smash themselves on me. This will be cool. Did I get everything in here? I think I did. Righto. There are many secret places in the world. Look closely for hidden treasures. That's true. So you think that these are always marked, like entrances to places? No, they're not. So be on the lookout for glows, or, you know, just kind of wiggle your mouse on your screen sometimes if you're suspicious. And sometimes you'll find things that may or may not be hidden. But we have a quest reward to get. And also we need to free up some space. Oh yeah. As if this wasn't a hint, you get more inventory storage later. Oh no! It's so secret!
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
We got left. Poop. Ooh, that's better. Does Aether damage too, that's kind of cool. Fails for 10. Now, the ones that always spawn, the green items that you will basically always get, those, the sell price on those are low. You just right click the sell. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Just in case. 145. I'm really far away from being able to use that. This is a quest item. We'll figure out what it does in a moment. You can also buy relics from this person, or not relics. You can buy components. These, not only can you put them in items, you can also use them to make things. So not only are they for enhancing equipment, they're also made for making things, including other enhancements, other equipment. We'll get to see that
Well spent.
probably next week.
The dead attacks have slowed and their numbers are thinning. I take that as a sign that you've dealt with the source?
I've killed
A
the
creature is
reanimator.
doing this? Disturbing. Thanks to your efforts, we may yet hold out here a little longer. I've sent word to the gate guard. Speak to him and he should let you in. Take some well-deserved time to rest and recover. Welcome to Devil's Crossing. I need some time to plan our strategy. In the meantime, there are others around Devil's Crossing who could use your help. Take a moment to mingle with your fellow survivors.
Oh, we're gonna schmooze.
Kasparov, our resident scientist, is really eager to speak with you. He babbled some nonsense, but I believe he wants to talk about your connection with the Ethereals. Barnabas, our handyman, said he needed help with our water pump. When
And
you're
this
done
is-
assisting them, speak with me in my office inside the prison.
Okay. So long story short, this is where the game opens up a bit, and you can get like a bunch of different missions. Essentially, you've cleared the den of evil, kill everything inside the cave, or at least the reanimator, I guess. So it's not everything, but they don't do the light effect. I'm sorry, I'm nostalgic for that. It's kind of like your first taste of Diablo. You know whether or not you're gonna want to play it based on that. Gives you reward, reputations, scrap. Speak to them.
I'm still waiting for...
We have other questions here. Hangman called me taken. What did he mean? It's our word for the possessed by ethereals. Taken can be difficult to distinguish from normal humans, but you, or whatever possessed you, stumbled through the rift gate here and became trapped by Kasparov's wars. As you were dangling from the gallows, we watched the spirit... as the spirit left your body to die. That was when we cut you down. I won't lie to you, it's not going to be easy for folks around here to get used to. Nature of our times. We know where they are. Let's just hear my... We've already asked those questions. Kasparov is marked by a star, and so is Barnabas. So it's cool. I can talk to Harmon now. I hear you've been cleaning up the lower crossing. If you're gonna keep fighting those bastards, you'll need better equipment than that. Here's something you'll likely never see again in this world, stranger. Something for nothing. Take some iron coin off my hands. I don't need it anymore. Why are you helping me? You see, they killed my Annabelle back when the village was first overrun. Ain't nothing gonna bring her back. And if it tries, I'll put a bullet through her skull. I've got nothing left but revenge. So I pay good iron to those willing to put down those abominations. Take Faris, Gillianus, and Negan, for instance. Used to all be good men, defenders of the Empire. Now nothing more than shambling fiends stalking the swamplands of Whitemire. Slaughter 'em. Put them in the dirt like they ought to be. I'll give you some more iron from my stash.
Come
See you
see
again.
what's left of my wares.
Decent writing!
See you around.
I like it! Are we at an odd level? Oh, no, we're at an even level. Cool, we can update a little bit. Let's see here. Physique and health, that's nice. I definitely want this. Gimme, gimme. Then, want to boost cadence again? Do we want to boost that again? Every level increases its chance to be used, and it is cool because it hits hard. I don't know if it stacks with the cadence hit, though. I think one overrides the other. So taking damage. So every time you take a hit, there's a 5% chance of you just getting a boost, and that's kind of cool, too. I don't think we want elemental damage, because we're probably going to be pretty physical. With the Oathbreaker, though, we do some elemental damage. Let's see here. Let's put another point with that. That'll be our butt saving ability. So we like our butts. Captain said you're free to go. No start any trouble. Thank you. And here's where it opens up a lot more. Get to see the Illusionist.
Let's see what I can do here.
Everything that you've picked up in the game has an appearance, and you can swap them out. But it costs iron bits to change them. I think it's relevant on the base cost of the item. Not sure. Am I Solaire now? Am I cool? Ugh. The sun. Or however it is from that Dark Sauce animation. It's really funny, by the way. If you like Dark Souls and you haven't seen Dark Sauce, go watch it. The Cauldron of Excitement! Ew. Stinky excitement. Oh, there used to be a level restriction on these. They removed that. Anyway, there's that. There's the Faction Quartermaster. So as the faction likes you more, every faction has one of these. You can get various items from them, including equipment, blueprints, things that increase your faction gain with them, trinkets. I keep saying trinkets. Oh, what are they called? Components. Not component. Augment. Should I just call them augment? I don't know. I'm gonna call them trinkets just because I'm stuck on that. More blueprints, rings, and all kinds of stuff like that. You can see the level requirement, so they expect you to be a high level before you can get these. As far as I know, these can't be traded between characters. I'm not sure if they can be traded between players though in the actual game. Like if you drop it on the ground, can they pick it up or see it? I don't know about that. But they have all kinds of items. Every faction kind of has their unique stuff that you can get. They do all kinds of cool things. It's all over the place. Renee?
What do you want?
I haven't done anything wrong. It means you have done something wrong, haven't you? For this? I'd be damned. They came through for me. Biff took me back to Devil's Crossing just as he promised. You're welcome. I'd like to thank you. Here, take everything I found up there. It's not much, but maybe you can make use of it. Hey, thanks. He gives us iron, and he gives us scrap. Scrap is not only used for, like, repairing the bridges and stuff, but it's also used for crafting items. I'm never going out there again. What about supplies? Not much left to scavenge nearby anyhow. Besides, I'd be dead right now if you hadn't come for me. You said you came from Burwich. Yeah, I had a home in Mudrow before the town fell to the Ethereals. It was terrible. Fire and dead everywhere around us. I watched my neighbors get torn to pieces by those things. It wasn't for Captain Bourbon. Captain Bourbon saved you. Captain Booze? It was the captain that found us hiding at the boarding house. He personally rounded up the remaining survivors and led us here through the wilderness. Even with his help, not all of us made it through the swamps. Sounds like you have a habit of needing rescue. Oh, Captain's a hero? Sounds like it was a difficult journey. Let's be nice. Because we could be a dick. I mean, that's a definite option. Edwin! You must be the taken that the rumors are spreading about. Now, I ain't gonna judge as I heard you done right by us with that undead mess in the lower crossing. My name's Edwin, and I do the cooking around here. Pleased to meet you. I ain't gonna pretend what I make is good or even edible. It fills up the gut and keeps us going. Can't do much without some proper equipment and supplies. If you ever want a bowl of the Edwin Special, just let me know. Okay, so technically he does not offer that. I was curious. Sybil Hart. I'm sorry to bother you, but if you're headed out towards Whitemire, could you keep an eye out for my brother? Who is he? His name is Milton. Milton Hart. He was a soldier in the Imperial Army. When he fled to Burwich, he volunteered to cover our escape. Always had a penchant for heroics. But it's been weeks. We've not heard from him. I dread to think he may have become one of the dead. Capital dead. He always wore an amulet that I gave him years ago to keep him safe. Now I fear it may be preserving him in undeath. What? I wish nothing but for my brother to be allowed to rest in peace. Will you do this for me? We last saw each other in the Sodden Hollow. Why do you have such dire names for everything? In Whitemire, so I'm afraid he's still out there. I'll do what must be done. Ooh, a crudely scrawled note. Gimme! I want to read it with my eyeballs. Instead of my butt. Credit card the information. I'm sorry, that was gross. Anyway. Now, I ain't a decent man. And I sure ain't good at writing. But the world needs to get out about what this place really is. This prison ain't like no joint I've ever been in. I've seen double my share. Men don't stay here long neither, and some of the lads they haul in, they ain't criminals. I know. The moment I see a man, I can tell by his eyes that he done wrong. These boys, I see fear. I've seen this warden a couple of times. Big man in black armor. He ain't no better. You'd think he was on the wrong side of the bars. Every day, he and his lackeys take prisoners out to his hut, the yard by the dozen. They ain't never come back. Later, a wagon rolls in by the hut, always leaves full. They don't let us out ourselves no more, but I can tell there ain't much of us left. All's are quiet. The last man in my row. The others? They was taken in yesterday's batch. I ain't asking for pity. I know my end's in that hut. Perhaps this note will be my one good deed in my pathetic life. Well, it was kind of cryptic, but foreshadowing. The Watchman has a name. This person's interesting too.
Greetings, child. I am pleased to see that the taint of possession has left you. Should you require it, I offer spiritual guidance to the survivors. I will gladly extend this service to you.
Are you the one who stopped me when I was possessed?
My knowledge of spirits has allowed me to devise a trap with which we were able to contain you and the ethereal that controlled you. It was not until the noose was firmly around your neck that the spirit left you, though.
Yeah, no air could get through my neck, but a spirit did. Ectoplasmic vomit!
I'm afraid that I am not at all fit for combat, which from my understanding was more than necessary for you to reach the Reanimator's lair. I was only able to subdue the ethereal within you with the use of a trap, which would have required the Reanimator to come to us, just as you have.
I don't know. You may have been able to set booby traps and then ran away, and then they could have run into the booby traps and been like, boom, exploded. Then he could have made it all the way to the lair and be like, knock, knock. And then it goes, who's there? And you're like, it's me, someone alive. And it goes, oh, someone alive? I gotta make him dead. And you'll walk out and go, ugh, into a trap, and then you win. Right? That's the way it can work. Booby traps are awesome.
Troubled memories can cloud the mind and torment the spirit. With my guidance, you can move past these painful thoughts and begin anew.
Thank you. I very much appreciate that. So, now, this is the place in which you can change your skills. So you're like, I don't like cadence. I want to be able to shoot waves of force at people with my shield or two-handed weapon. You can do that. So you're not locked. You're locked to the class, as far as I know, and they may have changed that. But you are not locked to the specialization within it.
Safe journey.
Hey, Jane. I'm not talking to you. But you're talking to me right now. Oh no! Don't tell Mrs. Constance! I'm not supposed to. Your secret is safe with me. Talk to him again. You look mean.
I'm the meanest. What? But why? To keep you safe from monsters. Oh, okay. I don't like the monsters. Did you know Miss Constance? She's not my real mom. She says we're family now, but I miss my real family. I think she's weird. Do you know where Mom and Papa are? No, I'm sorry, I don't. Where'd you last see them? At our house where we live. It's in Burwich Village, which is a lot nicer than this place. Last time I saw my papa, we had to leave late at night to go be a soldier. Or he had to leave late at night to go be a soldier. Then Mama, she locked us in our room and said we had to keep quiet. A lot of scary noises and yelling. We heard Mama scream, and it got really quiet. We were scared. I fell asleep, though, and in the morning the door was still locked. We couldn't hear nothing outside. Of course you can't hear nothing. That's the point. Then Mr. Bourbon came in and kicked the door open. I thought he was a robber at first, but he turned out to be nice. He made us cover our eyes when we said we're going to a trip to a special place. This place doesn't seem very special, though. We've been out here forever. I just want to go home. I want to see Mama and Papa again. If you see them, can you tell them to come get us? I'll keep an eye out for them. Shing! Because let's face it. Alex, Mrs. Constance says I'm not supposed to talk to you. Why's that? Because you have an evil in your tummy? Oh, don't worry. Pooping helps. You're the one that was possessed. You stay away from me and the children are all screaming. Captain John will come and deal with you. So you should have from the start. Calm down, lady. I didn't mean you any harm. I just wanted to talk. Please, just leave me alone and stay away from the children. Why was I thinking of that thing from Scooby-Doo where this girl had her face smacked and it was like a mask where it gets pulled back and you can see someone else's face inside and she like goes I just thought of like doing that. Okay, here's the stash dude, also known as a smuggler. Carlisle. So we get one box with all these boxes inside, and for 10,000 bits of iron, we can get another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. The price increases every single time, but also we have item transfer, where we can see everything that I've got, which I probably won't be shuffling onto this character because, well, that would be uncool now, wouldn't it? Granted, I might use these accessories and things, but the harder to retrieve items, I will not. Look at this. Look at them. Anyway, I probably won't be using this unless I find them laying on the ground. But one thing that I do is if I get two of the same item, if one is more cool, well, I'll trade them out. I still think I like this one more. And do I have one of these? This is very, very full. Oh, I do. This one offers a higher percent bleeding damage, which is important for the class because I think the occultist has things that do bleed damage, and I believe so does the druid. And bleeding damage is awesome. So percent boost is quite nice, in my mind. But all kinds of infrequents, they can alter the way that abilities function. They usually give you points in various skills, like say this cowl. It gives bleeding damage per second to the blade trap ability, and it also adds damage to the ring of steel ability. Some of them can change the damage type. They can again, there are so many different things that they can do. Usually, they change the way an ability functions or add to it, which makes infrequents really cool. But of course, they're infrequent, so you might not get them. This here too. Oh wait, I do need some of these. Not all of them.
Safe with you, promise.
Yeah. I clicked outside the window like a dummy. But this I could just do this. Ah, no, it's not sorted right. Oh, that's better. There we go. I can sell those two items safely. And we could go see Kasparov. There's a reason why I stole those aether crystals, and you'll know in like seconds.
See anything you like?
Tell.
See you around.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Welcome to
whoop.
my workshop. I saw you fighting the dead out in Lower Crossing, and I dare say you were absolutely brilliant. Evidently, cutting you off that noose was the best decision the captain made that day. Ah, where are my manners? I'm Kasparov, scientist and inventor. What brings you to my humble shop?
Captain said you wanted to speak with me.
Rift gates, yes. The ethereals use them to get around. I was working on a way to close them, but then you stumbled through ours. We have never seen a human, possessed or otherwise, pass through one before. Not a living one, anyway. It was then that I realized that we could put these portals to use. There's something about you that is attuned to the rift gates, and I intend to replicate it.
Wait,
You don't
what?
remember anything, do you? I may have taken some liberties while you were out cold. It was just a few tests, a blood sample or two, nothing major. The results were curious. It appears that your body is still teeming with residual aether energies. Don't worry, you won't be growing any new limbs, probably. But I'm going on tangents here. I believe that with a correctly tuned pulse of aether energy, we can replicate this phenomenon in a controlled manner, as in without the need for pesky possession. I've been working on just the device to do it, but it needs power. For that, I require aether crystal fragments.
Is his expression permanently like he's trying to do the people's eyebrow? Aether crystals like these?
Excellent. These will do perfectly. I'll just place them into my device here, and... Oh my, that's not right. Not at all. That pulse, it wasn't supposed to go off. Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. Yes, my fingers are still intact.
I have 3?
Did it reach you too? How do you feel?
I mean, if you had 4, then you'd be a cartoon character and you'd be fine. I feel stronger?
Ah, very good. I'm sure a little more
You get a
aether
skill
in your system won't do you the slightest harm. Okay, maybe it was a lot more. But you look fine. Fitter than ever. A real shame about the prototype, though. Showed such promise. Perhaps if I had more fragments.
I think we're done here.
Ah, we've been so preoccupied with this Riftgate business that I completely forgot about my apprentice, Starlet. I sent her out to the Burwich estates to fetch parts for our research, and she's been gone entirely too long. Seems her ineptitude carries beyond just the workstation.
Never mind the danger.
I have to
Lost your
say, I do
apprentice.
feel a little responsible for her now that she's my apprentice. Could you please go out there and find that hopeless girl?
I will keep an eye out.
Have you happened to find my apprentice? I'm sure she's probably in some cellar in the Burwich estates.
Important.
You can bring her back here by opening a rift gate. As a matter of fact, if you find others stranded out there, you could do the same for them.
Way ahead of you. Keep looking at them. These are not destructible. You'll run into some bookcases and things that are normally destructible that aren't. I don't know why they just aren't. Also, oh, that's not even selectable. Never mind. Ooh, we can go. No, bourbon's out here. All right. That's the bounty table. I don't think we can do anything with them right now. The people of Devil's Crossing do not trust you with their innermost needs. Their respected reputation is required to access the bounty table. So that will give you refreshing missions to build up favor with them and stuff. So they'll say like, hey, this dude's out here. Go and destroy him. And you can. It'll give you a bunch of missions, then it'll run out, then you have to restart the session, and then it'll give you more. It basically just sends you back to places to fight mobs and things. So if you want to build up favor and grind stuff, you can. Which is cool. Training dummies to show how your DPS and stuff like, smash! Is it gonna show what your DPS is after? I can't remember if it does. Maybe I'm thinking of the ones in Dungeon Defenders. Anyway, yeah, that's what those are. This guy also has a mission with us.
Captain send you over? You must have done quite a service with the dead if he's got hands to spare for old Barnabas.
Oh, hello.
Let's get to business, yeah? Our wind pump's broken down again and we're running low on water. We're all out of parts, so I can't fix her up. can always melt down what weapons we have, but I'm not too fond of being devoured in my sleep. I'll need scrap from Lower Crossing.
Alright. There are lots of missing people, Mr. Scruffy. Yeah, it came out and it was kind of a jank, but it was still pretty fun. If you like Diablo-style games and you kind of like Titan Quest but found it boring, I feel like this game is actually pretty darn good. Why not just lower a bucket into the river? I'm curious. I should have brought scrap with me.
Have you seen the bodies floating out there? Surface water around here is rank with disease and decay. Our only hope is the well. Now, you gonna get some scrap, or do I have to settle for sass?
Can I? Okay, you can have some sass then. Where can I find it?
Search the ruined houses and the old dumping grounds on the far
Those
side
pooping
of the
grounds?
crossing, past the burial hill. Smash some junk. Search the bodies of those things roaming around out there. Where you get it isn't that important to me. Just that you get it soon. We're running out of drinking water. Nothing to be said about ever taking a bath again.
I'll get you the scrap. Okay. So what we're going to do is go and pick up some scrap from my stash because I forgot about it. It's probably a good idea to actually have crystals and scrap on your inventory, so when you inevitably pick it up out in the field or whatever, it doesn't mess up your inventory configuration. Excuse me. So we just pick up 10. Why not? Like that. We need 5. So when you pick it up, it'll just stack into there instead of going somewhere random. If you like your inventory organized. If you don't like your inventory organized, then just, you know, put it in your stash. Boop, 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 boop. Hello.
Get the scrap?
Will this
Perfect.
suffice?
I'll get the wind pump up and running in no time. Devil's Crossing will have safe drinking water again, and it's all thanks to you.
Glad I could
First
help.
glass is on me. Well, good news is I got the water pumping
Is
again.
that water
The
green?
only problem is it smells like a sewer. Only about a tenfold worse.
Ew!
I haven't smelled something this rotten since
when?
Since I've cleared out a den of slith ages ago. They're loathsome reptiles, make their homes in swamps and dank caves. They secrete a nasty poison into the water that makes it drinkable for them, but nearly always fatal to us. I bet good iron there's a nest in that cave that fuels our pump. I'm too old for all this spelunking, so I need you to go down there and kill it.
How do I go to the cave?
This key will open the cellar in the shack behind me, right by that accursed rift gate. It connects to the bowels of the prison, which should lead you to the cave. Find the slith matriarch that's likely polluting our water supply, and the poison should clear out on its own. You do this, and all the Devil's Crossing will be honoring your name with every glass.
I'll take care of this. Well, what? It's just a poison. Wouldn't basically heating the water up to a boiling point, or, you know, to some really hot point, wouldn't that actually, essentially, break the bonds or whatever in the toxins? Unless it's like, I don't know, a toxic element, like lead or something, but I don't think they secrete lead. I think poisons are organic compounds that react negatively to things, so what if you just boiled the water? Because that causes most organic things to become, you know, kind of broken up and not usable. I know it fixes diseases and things like that. Or it fixes it. It removes pathogens, or usually. I think some can actually resist it. Anyway, we're going to go to this portal because we're going to go to the old pooping grounds. There's a cave there. An unmarked one, mind you. Oh, something important. See that cave right there? That might not be there every single time. Sometimes they move. Still in the second shield. I'm gonna resist going in there for a little bit for a specific reason. Slash! Rift Hounds or Tainted Hounds are kinda nasty. The big ones are very strong. There we go. Hurt, but we're still good. Missed me. Shing. I forgot about fireballs. I usually don't mess with them. I usually go the blockhead route and just kind of fight them until they stop fighting me. Oh, look at them all. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Eh. It'd probably be much easier if I didn't act like a dork with all my levels and split them up. But I'm still doing okay. Ah, here's this dude. He's an Aether Ethereal. Trust me, it makes sense because he uses Aether powers. He also does poison damage, I think. Ugh. This guy can be a little bit dangerous. That's why I keep my distance. Whoa. So I don't think I have the, oh, well, we have Adrenaline Rush. We should be alright for a little bit. Come on. Yeah, there it goes. Ah. I can't see top button for that. Ow! Problem is he has the, he's a shielded dude, so he's quite strong. Ah, quit that! You can see how much damage it does a second by clicking it. Ah, crap! Ow! I ran into it like an idiot. But I can't use Katie's for that, it'd be funny. I ran into it again! I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at something on a different screen. I ran into it again, and I wasn't even looking at something different. By the way, I'm stupid, in case anyone is questioning that. If anyone's ever watched my streams before, you know I'm a dumbass. Didn't outrun that one. At least I was running away from it. No, 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 no! Ah! I know it will kill me, but still, I don't want to run into it. So, they leave behind glass orbs with stuff in them for some reason. Plus, he had a damage area on death, so if you think, oh, I win, I'm gonna go get that stuff, then you might go and die. So don't be silly. There's a physique of 92. This is major. That's a necklace. Oh, 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 12 health regenerated per second. Oh, yes, please. That is amazing. All right, good, good, good. Ooh, scrap. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'd like to unlock my second class for you. Probably be just fine, but bang, bang. Right in the butt crack. Ooh, a box. Open. Probably go to the next rift gate and then call it a session because we're already 2 hours in. Who's fighting out there? No. No. You guys hurt. Ow. Oh, wait, that didn't really hurt. You can shoot because you're puking pukesters. Sword time. Oh, that was awesome. Wait a minute. Shing! I'm pointing my sword at you. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool looking. Oh, yeah. This kind of lets you have another option too. So if you think, oh no, I'm locked in melee. No, you don't have to lock in melee. You can swap to a ranged weapon and back with a quick press of the W button. I believe that feature was actually in Diablo 2. Way back in the day. Alright, I think we can safely do something to remove common items because we basically have equipment in every slot. There are no common versions of those two, so meh. Trust me, there can be a lot of loot on the screen, and when you're trying to run around, but your character stops to pick something up because you didn't click precisely, it can be a pain. I think anywhere you see these things, whoa! That cave that we saw earlier can spawn. Oh boy, it's one of those. So, shortly after release, they added new challenges that are both awesome and terrible. As in, they're very dangerous. Please don't spawn one. Oh no, these! Ow! Bugs from Diablo 2! I hate these. Burn! Alright. These are savage totems. Or eldritch, or whatever. You click them, it spawns monsters, you have to defeat the monsters, then it gives you a buttload of loot. However, the monsters can be really, really strong. So, we're gonna see if they completely floor me. I'm putting this for no reason. I've run into creatures that regenerate almost as fast as you can do damage to them. It kinda sucked. Also, you gotta be careful because they could pin you. Rude! And it spawned. It spawned 3 bosses. Oh god, ow! Oh, never mind, that didn't hurt as much as I thought. Okay, that one hurt. I think that's percent health. Ah! Burn! Ow, 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 ow! Something has an attack that it doesn't have to. It doesn't fire a projectile. It's just I just regenerate my energy instead. Oh, does that have a chance to fumble my attacks? Oh, that sucks. I want to get rid of whoever's casting the slow effect. Because it doesn't, as far as I know, that doesn't require a hit roll, and it can hit you even from off screen. Oh. I keep hitting the wrong. Go away! Oh! Oh, that thing gets hard. Ah, crap! Run away! Oh, I didn't even cast. I think I just fumbled it. Keep hitting the wrong button. It's consistent. I need to swap. I think that deals percent health damage if it hits, and it also steals that as health too. The problem is, I think since it's a boss ability, it steals more proportionally. So if it hits you for like 100, they regain like 500 health. Ow! Are there 2 of them using it? Quit it! Even one of you can go down and make my life easier. Yes! Eat all of the crap in my pockets. I have it special for you. Ow! Oh god, more are appearing! Ow! Wait, did my adrenaline actually work? Get shot! Oh, that's definitely a life drain. I think it also has a screech that you use when it spawned. Oh yeah, it's the one with the God, it has like 4 abilities, damn. Yep, that's definitely a drain. Crap. Can my adrenaline ability work? I feel like it's not working. Do I have budget healing? No, not budget healing. Oh, you can turn to face you while casting. That's a channel. Ow! No, just turn to face you. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working. Quit regenerating your health! Oh god, it has lifesteal on... Oh god! It just has flat lifesteal. That's so mean. Every time it hits you, it just regains health. We got the... Where are my abilities even hitting? Quit it! You're annoying! You're also 2 levels above me. You started as 3. Ow! Yeah. It has a debuff that does health damage and it slows you down and does other shit. No, it just uses 2 at once. I think that's the Curse of Frailty, I think? That's been augmented. Curse of Frailty lowers your resistances and can cause other things. No, that's different. Cast speed reduction, movement speed reduction. Okay, so it's just it does damage and it reduces everything. Yeah, I don't think its offensive ability matters when it uses that attack. They'll just hit you. Ow! Oh, dude, your debuffs are annoying. Actually, if I was level 11, like it was, I'd be able to kick its ass. All right, did we get 2 levels off that? We did. Woo! Victory! So make sure you're ready for this. But the rewards are very nice. 20% chance to hit, or when hit, to summon a guardian. Now, it doesn't tell you this, but I think this thing has abilities that the base creature has. Long story short, this is a blue item. It's a rare item. It can, gives you health, it gives you bonuses to abilities or whatever. They can go over the maximum. Gives you a bonus to pets. However, when you're hit, it can summon a guardian. This guardian is basically a Rift Hound. I think it uses the old model instead of the new one, which I don't like. The new model I don't like. The old one I do. Anyway, it has an ability that's unlisted, I believe, that the Rift Howlers can use, which increases your damage, your attack speed and stuff, and also heals you by a large percentage. So it's actually really powerful. Because the first thing it does is, when it appears, is it roars. So here, would you like a bonus? Have one. Sometimes blue items can also be set items, I think. Or is it green? The final march requires you to be level 14. This gives you Slam! No, I actually don't want to because the sword is actually not certain. I have plenty of these, but I don't want to. Ooh, health regeneration. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Cold lightning resistance would be nice, but health regen is also really nice. Zeke. Yes, take the Zeke. Oh! Yeah, that'd be nice. Right, we're level 10, which means that we can get something cool. And that is another class. Oathkeeper! Is that what we want? We can throw our shield like Captain America, and it's silly and I don't want to use it. That's an auto attack. Main hand attack. Builds up intensity every time you attack, up to 100%. Burn damage, fire. You can, of course, convert it to acid and vitality damage if you want. Consecration. Retribution. Maybe I don't want this. Oh. That might be nice. Some classes don't have these exclusives that are toggled. I believe the demolitionist actually doesn't have one. Does it have one? No, it doesn't. This is a passive. It's not a toggle. Interesting. Yeah, it actually doesn't have one. So if you want like an exclusive like buff ability, basically. Now the Necromancer would give some lifesteal, but. I'm just trying to figure out if this is what I want. Because it seems like it's very, very soldier. Okay. So if I want to do a sword and board or weapon and board character, this would actually help quite a bit. I like the cadence more than I like the other thing. But I might use the soldier for the side buffs that it gets, like remove the points from cadence and put them into Minier's Will and all that. Because they're very good. Let's see here. Also stuns. But we don't want to. I don't want to Captain America people. No, no. You can also summon something, but it doesn't scale with pet bonuses. It scales with player bonuses, which is unique. Let's put 3 points in the soldier too. Alright, so the rest of the points are for Oathkeeper, which nobody is. It's this. Oh! Yeah! That's awesome. Oh, here we go. Shield power! Oh, there we go. That is nice. Presence of Virtue here. Does that benefit other people too? Because I think it said that it did. Oh, stand beside him. Cannot help but be inspired by Valor. It does have a radius though, so people have to be close enough to use it. But oh, look at that! It's awesome. Got retaliation, damage, and everything. Oh, that also changes what our class is called. Now we're a warlord. Yeah, look at that physique. Now we can equip what we want. Do we want 25 lightning resistance? Because we get like all kinds of stuff there. The armor is quite nice. Ooh. Yes. There, that. Staff mace. Oh, hello. Put that on. Could increase cunning. What's cunning do? Oh, bonus physical damage. Yeah. So spirit is for like elemental damage or magic and all that stuff. Energy regen. But we're largely going to be very, very physical. Ah, would you look at that? Ah, yeah. Now we're gonna sting a bit. Hey, Box, how you doing? Weathered tower shield of protection. What are you saying to me? Oh, requires 190. Plus 4 to Ascension. Holy crap. Ascension, what is it? I think Ascension's actually in here. Where is it? Not Judgment, not Crushing Verdict. Oh, Ascension is here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Wow, that was actually really cool. Now we have retaliation damage, so whenever someone touches us, they just take damage. Which is good. Still haven't made it to the next gate. And that's where I was going to end it. But we can go down to this place. Hot, 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 hot. Oi! Take it! All of it! Mwah! Ah, I have horrible memories of this place. Way back before they changed some things about it.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 beep. I'll keep that as a memento because, sure, I'm weird. Yeah, I want it. This better. Yes, it is. We lose our fireball. We always stick a new one on it. Okay. Can I used in all weapons? I could fire a slam shot from my pistol. That's awesome. Slam! These boots away because we're not high enough level for it.
Got something you need stashed?
Yes, yes I do. Where are they? I know I have these boots. They must be on someone or somewhere. They can go in there. Let's see here. Oh man, so this happened to me once. I had about like this much stuff in here at one time, right? And I reloaded the game. Like I basically had to get a new PC. And when I reinstalled the game, everything had been wiped. All of it. It really sucked. Pretty sure I have one of these. It must be on another person, damn. Fine, goes right in there.
With me, promise.
Yeah. I'm tempted to pick up a shield or something from, but I'll resist it. Let's go handle area little dump. Hey, breakfast at some point. Cave entrance. The putrid den. Vengeful. Monsters have piercing retaliation. Ah, crap! Ow! Uh-oh. Ah, crap! This place is bad! Ah! I'm gonna need some area damage. I believe they do like piercing damage and stuff. Basically, stuff that bypasses armor. So we may have to be a bit cheesy because we're probably gonna get destroyed. I want one of these. Yoink!
It's safe with me, promise.
I can put it in shields. So put it on the gun though. Someone's blaring their horn. Okay. Alright. Must be beeping at something sucky. Alright. See if we can take care of this. Ah, run away! There we go. This is gonna be happening. Heal! Oh, there's a boss sitting there too. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. It also, I don't think proc the Ah, crap! There's no other way inside, so I literally have to wait for this. And I think the boss of the area is sitting in there. This actually isn't as bad as it used to be. Ugh! I wish I had a teleport, because now I have to be really, really cheesy. Ah! I have armor! I'm still taking like 500 damage the moment I enter. Oh, God! Oh, no. Are those the ones that leech health? Maybe this is actually worse. Please don't tell me I got an unlucky roll or something. Or are they critting me? There we go. Ugh. Oh, that is the one that drains health. No wonder. So, they have a chaos-infused enemy that drains life. I do not like these enemies because they basically heal themselves a lot. There used to be a zombie version that if it hit you once, it would fully regenerate its health and do a buttload of damage. And it was extremely hard to kill. It had high armor, high evasion, high speed. Basically, it had everything but a range attack, and it was nasty. Die! Come on! Yes! Freaking dead. Okay. Additionally, that... Ah! You turd! Come on. Adrenaline proc. No? Okay. I'll just use a potion instead. Oh god, there's a big one. Burn. Quit it! See him running against me? Oh god, it's in... Why are there so many of them in this area? Why are there so many bosses? Or heroes. They made this area so much worse. Why? It used to be just like one hero and the boss, but now it's apparently 2 heroes, the boss, and a bunch of potentially percent health dealing enemies that also heal. So mean. Why would they do that? Maybe I got an unlucky roll of creatures, so I rolled a bunch of them. Ow! I don't know why my my low health ability isn't proccing. That's actually very distressing. I put points into it for a reason. Burn! There we go. I want to attack it. I don't want to pick up the stuff. There you go. It actually worked. Uh-oh. Gotta wait for my 1 potion to regenerate. Hey, I got some constitution back. Yay! Wham! Ugh! Ah, run away again! Ah! You're such a turd. Ow! It used to be the, what was it? Those lob projectiles, if all 3 hit you, you would die instantly because all the dots would stack and it hurt really bad. The water in the level used to take about 15% of your health per second. It just go boom, 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 and you die. That was what it was like in the early version. Ah! Don't fire muck waves at me, you gross rat with spikes. Get shot! I'm doing a lot more damage than I used to. Yeah, if I hadn't unlocked both classes, I'd be not doing very well. Ah! I clicked wrong. I love cheese. It tastes great. Swiss cheese, Havarti, all kinds of stuff. Ooh, infrequent. Or actually, it's kind of a boss infrequent. Oh, I got 2 of them! Yay! I wonder if veteran mode actually enhances the chance to get these. Probably is. You ain't get better pants. Maybe better, maybe not. Maybe better if you were an occultist. What's this, though? Ooh, my goodness. This is a Nightblade weapon, by the way. And occultist, actually. Vulnerabilities, cultist. It lowers resistances and stuff. It can be enhanced to lower speed and other things like that. So if you're getting chased, you cast that on them, it slows them down. Then your friend, you just beat the crap out of them so they're not stuck running around in circles with you. Wow, that's really powerful, actually. Adds poison damage to one of their main attacks. Converts. Oh, my goodness. That is awesome. Curse of Frailty is actually part of vulnerability, I believe, or vice versa. Poison Nova. Well, we're going to probably equip that. Let's see here. How does it compare? Not as good, actually. Our Slam Sword is a little bit better. However, the shield has a chance of unleashing a seismic blast when you're blocking, which is cool. I want my seismic shield. It's been chewed on, but... oh, it's better. It's caster armor. What's this? That's a pet belt. Gloves. Attacking faster. I like it. Right. Does the water do damage? Oh, it does tiny amounts of damage now. Slam! Yes. Shut up, Netflix! I don't care. Sending me things. It's a caster helm? I thought that was a cunning helm. No! Don't auto-sort my stuff. I hate that. I don't have any health potions anymore. Was there supposed to be a boss loot pile in here somewhere? I swear there was supposed to be. Where is it? Actually, I think it was supposed to be there. Did they move it or did they remove it? Oh! They might have. Yeah, there used to be a boss, basically a boss loot chest around here. Well, I guess it's not here no more. That sucks. Also, they had, piercing retaliation. Increased armor by negative 10% though, so they had less armor. But I don't think they had any, I'm not sure. Either way. Yes. I made it worse by running to the door. I should have put a portal down there so I could alternate between the two and, you know, run around in circles and stuff. Area damage is very useful. Single target damage is also very useful. It'll become more apparent later so you can have your distinctions. They used to have giant mosquitoes that attack you in Dungeon Siege. Boom! Go ahead and try it if you think you're hard enough. Seismic blast! Come here! Oh, you little turd buckets are gonna pay! That's another thing. When you get a class that doesn't seem to be working out, it's always possible that your current build is just in a lurch. And it will become very powerful later. So it's hard to say. Then again, you don't really lose much for swapping out your abilities. You could even exchange your devotions, but your devotion points that you spend. However, it takes an Aether shard for every single one. So every point that you want to retrieve, that takes one Aether shard. Oh yes! Take it! Ooh. Oh yeah? Does it just lower movement speed? Okay, it doesn't lower attack speed. Nice. I think it used to. I don't remember. If you see me like wiggling my mouse around, it's because there's all kinds of containers, and there might be a button to make them glow, but I don't trust it. No, I missed my slam! Different slam! Oh, by the way, when you hit them hard enough, they don't leave corpses, they just go in chunks. Some enemies always do. It is also actually kind of important. So when you use the plague ability as the occultist, it does dot damage, it kills targets. Now, when enemies come into contact with enemies that are affected with the plague, it spreads. If they come into contact with a corpse that hasn't despawned yet, they'll also get the plague. However, if it does enough damage to cause them to go and just explode, that will not spread the plague. So if your ability does too much damage, then it won't be able to spread as easily. I've actually run into that before. Oh, that does life drain too. Quit doing life drain! You know I'm jealous. He's smashy. He's woolly. Come here! I don't have to run as much anymore. I just looked to the chat log for a second, and I read the cheese thing again, but I misread it, and I thought it said Chinese food keeps you alive. I was like, Chinese food. Ha 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 ha! Stupid slick. Come here, you! By the way, attack speed is nice because it makes... Uh-oh! That's the Howler! Go away! That weird little three-pointed buff on their head. Oh, that's the one. You might not have seen it because it's underneath a tree, but that big purple swathe that it just did, that boosts stats, and it also heals by a large percentage. But luckily, Rift Hounds don't have that much health. However, bosses can benefit from it too at full strength. So if you're fighting a boss and one of those runs up and howls, boss just goes full health. It's so annoying. Because then you're like, oh, no! That's pretty nice. I like it. I have health potions again. Alright. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Get smashed! Uh-oh, I leveled up. Oh, it's an odd level. It's an Oathbreaker level. Smash your oaths. Eat it! Oh, yeah. We are doing good now. Let's enhance that. I like it. Energy regeneration is not as important. What's the one that can hit multiple targets? Is this the one that's doing it? Yeah, it is. Let's increase the chance for that to be used. I'm enjoying that. Wait. Oh, it does weapon and shield damage. Yeah. Gimme, gimme. Come get some. It's cunning. I'd like them to be near even because I'm annoying like that. Spirit. I will fight spirits. Duff them up. Ooh, that reminds me. We got a new faction, the Beasts. Creatures of fur and claw, of scale and venom, of carapace and spine. They are all a part of Cairn, and through one of the most brutal laws of nature, survival of the fittest, they become stronger with each generation. Whether through the forces of nature or the ignorant machinations of mankind, the beasts of Cairn will endure, become stronger, fiercer, and bolder. So you discover new factions as you play. Yay. Boop, boop. Finding stuff and things all over the place. There's a dog barking under my window. No, it's probably beside my window. Nope, it's two dogs barking now. I love it when dogs bark here. Actually, seismic wave! No, don't you howl and heal people! By the way, the thing that howls and heals people, that's what that marrow band does when it summons it. It summons it, it howls, it heals you, and yeah. Seismic wave! For an 8% chance, that thing is proccing a lot, and I love it. Ah, crap, I'm running against something. Ooh, fur. Beastly fur, health and constitution. It's a nice item. Theoretically, to make my life easier, I could be using lots and lots of trinkets and things on my armor and equipment, but I'm getting by without it. I'm cheap, alright? I like to hoard things. I like to share them, but I don't like to use them. Oh my goodness! I don't like to use them myself. It's like a Dynasty Warriors kill, just boom, and they all go flying through the air. Oh, these things spit. Who's shooting at me? You. I don't like you. Yeah. Slam! You're next. Yeah, there's a lot of debuffs. Armor reduction, defense reduction, hit. Don't mind me, ancient thing in the middle of the woods. I'm looting you. It's a good thing. I should probably go and sell some stuff, but I don't wanna. I want to smash more things. Ah, I didn't look over there! Oi! Come get some! I am powerful now. Seismic wave! Slam! All going according to plan. Or something. Crap, we're up to 3 hours? No. I'm sorry, I could literally play this game all day. Die, die! You too. Stupid monster. Come here, you. Come on, Boxy, we must go. There are more monsters for us to handle. Yes. Look at it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Adventures of Rupert and Boxy. And I could be using a slower weapon, which would mean that I have fewer chances to proc superpowers. But when I do, it's particularly devastating. Oh, you can holler all you want, but oh. Look, slip. The reason why I complete, like, fully explore the map is, one, I have an annoying tendency. Take it! Oh, yes! Love being crushed under the might of my shield. Come here, you. You're next. You should be running. Oh, my apologies. If you're like frozen heart, it does cool stuff. It's a handful of them all. Oh, Gavlin's crossbow. I don't have room for it. I think the corpses that drop the specific green items, because that person was Gavlin, basically.
Come see what's left of my wares.
The green items that are named after people are always in the same places, in my experience.
I see you around.
Got things drop off, and ooh, a mutagenic tonic, or ichor actually. Tonic. It gives you poison damage and launches a poison bomb. Well, you can do that with it. Got all kinds of cool things. I just swap my equipment at the store. See, I know I have one of these. Does more poison damage. Has a higher. Yeah, that was better. Put that there. Keep this. I think I put my crystals back or used them all, so because I'm an idiot. Put those there. And these here. And we'll keep Boxy with us because I think if I. Oh. There. Oh no, Boxy doesn't vanish.
It's safe with me.
Up in Boxy. But if I want to resummon Boxy, then I'll have to pick that up again. But now it's not, my inventory's not being filled by 2 slots.
You like? See
No, but you see anything you like? Hey, I'm allowed to be creepy. Crossbow of alacrity. Ooh. Hey, you. Horrible dog thing. Die. Come here. Thought I saw another one. They're hostile. You! I missed! Clicked the wrong thing. Oh yeah, when those things die, they shoot a bunch of stuff. Which is really annoying. They fire like a spray of shots that inflict a debuff. Because, I don't know, they're like a shrapnel bomb on wings. Ew. It's gross. Drums. Drums, drums. Or such and such from Lord of the Rings. Gandalf was reading that book. Hey, what do you want? Uh-oh, these things. You! Get slammed! Come on, slam! If you want to jump. Uh-oh, these guys explode. There we go. Didn't want to deal with that. No, more exploders! Ah, I'm stunned! Ah, my brain! Let's see how much damage they actually do. Ow! Oh wow, they don't do nearly as much as they used to. Even the ones at this level used to do a few hundred damage, so if you blew up 2 near you at once, you basically die. Alright! Well, so scale is much better than it used to be. Oh, we made it to the Whitemire Rift, which is a good place to stop. because then we don't have to worry about re-exploring an area and doing boxes and things like that. It's a nice little checkpoint. And plus, we've been going for 3 hours, which is quite a bit of time. I'd actually like to get a walk in before it gets dark. So hopefully you're enjoying Grim Dawn. I know I certainly am, but I always will. I might play this one more often. Yeah. So hopefully you're staying safe out there. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Have a good night, noon, morning, twilight, evening thing. Yeah. There we go. I was looking for something. Sorry. So, yeah. Have a good one. Goodbye.